Hey everyone, and welcome to yet another Hunt Developer livestream. This time we are talking about that you have been all waiting for, the new map, DeSalle, and today we are here with Stefan, lead environment artist. Hey Stefan, how are you doing today?
Hello everybody. I'm fine. And you?
And with Tom, level designer. Hey Tom, hope you are well as well.
Hi.
And yeah, the guy's gonna walk us through the new map. You will find out basically everything. We will go through the ideas behind the new map, what we learned from our previous maps, all the compounds, and after the stream we will actually have a gameplay segment. So without further ado, let's start, guys. And chat, I see you are super hyped. We are also, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, and hope you will all enjoy our little presentation, which is actually almost 100 slides. So there's a bunch of detail. And for those that miss Dennis, I can see you miss Dennis. You know, Dennis just had a birthday yesterday, so he's taking the day off, but he's probably in the chat somewhere. So again, happy birthday, Dennis. So in this part of the dev stream, you will learn all about the new map, which is called DeSalle. You probably already seen our teasers, where we showed a bunch of compounds, but now we're gonna go through everything. And after the dev stream part is over of the stream, Tom and Iceman, or Rick, community manager, will join us for a gameplay session where we actually gonna play on the new map and probably die a lot to all our like 6-star players, so to speak, and their streamers. So that's gonna be a lot of fun as well. And yeah, as you may have seen yesterday in our little meme video, the test server is actually going live today, so we will announce it during or after the stream. And as I said, we are going to play on that. But just a few things to note from the test servers is that it's gonna be a huge update, which you could already download with our 1.6 update, most of it. So the map was in there, but there's gonna be about a 500 megabyte download on top of that. So as soon you see it, make sure to download it. If you haven't downloaded 1.6, make sure to download that so you don't have to go through all the 30 gigabytes in that small time segment. But I think it's time to reveal something that we haven't shown you yet, which is our brand new trailer. So this is an exclusive look at it. You will basically see a lot of the new map. So guys, let's just take a look together.
achieved with CryEngine.
So yeah, that was our brand new trailer. I saw that you enjoyed it, chat. We loved it as well. And it will be available on YouTube and all the usual places like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well, just as we go live on the test server. So make sure to rewatch it. I hope you guys all loved it. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive into our first topic of the day, which is the ideas behind DeSalle, the new map. So let's talk about the goals of the new map while my cat is joining the stream as always. And yeah, let's talk about the new gameplay element that we wanted to introduce. And I'm giving it over to our guest today.
So I'll take this one over, I guess. The red line throughout the entire map is, as you could already tell a bit by the trailer, I hope, is verticality. So in terms of gameplay, we wanted new surroundings, but we wanted also everyone to feel right at home. So we have the same basic fundamental rules, but verticality is the keyword and is the big factor in this map that you'll see repeatedly throughout the in-between spaces and in every single compound. And we also wanted to make sure that we offer room for all the metas and loadouts and everything you guys might want to do that emerged over time. So basically from a gameplay side.
Exactly. And Stefan, do you have anything to say from art direction side?
Yeah, I mean, the third map introduces mountains, of course, introduces lots of like rocky terrain. We're a bit more Midwest, like think of like classical Western sceneries. We still have the bayou, we still have the swamp, so this is still an element, just also to connect it with the old maps. But we are a lot more dry, we have less water, and we also have more like this typical Western towns, more this frontier style, with the false facade and things like that. We generally try to do a lot more variety in the architectural themes. So you will see like the false facades of the Western towns, cool new very big brick buildings, and yeah, I don't want to spoil too much yet, but this was a big goal of the map, to just make it fresh in terms of like the man-made structures, and of course also from the outside the verticality is a big thing. So how we design the compounds together with level design, also how the buildings are constructed, when it comes to floors and so on. Yeah, and then one thing that was important for us is to have like, we want to go bigger basically. So there's a bit of a journey. The first map has like mostly smaller shacks in the swamp, very much water. The second map has the tendency to have a little bit bigger structures and a bit more industrial. And for this map, we continue this trend and also try to connect compounds together. So we have two towns, for example, two separate compounds that are like combined into like a bigger town with a lower and upper part. That was also a goal of the map.
Exactly, and as Stefan mentioned, we don't want to spoil everything just yet, because we will actually go through each compound separately where you will be able to see everything. And obviously the other goal of the new map as well, to still feel definitely like Hunt, but completely fresh compared to the other maps. So these were our main goals before going into it, and it should allow for a big variety of playstyles as well. So you will be able to play your favorite loadouts or your favorite weapons on the new map, which was very important from gameplay perspective. Maybe Tom can elaborate on that a bit.
Yeah, we did a bunch of tests, and especially with verticality, like also looking at our other two maps where we have a mixture. For example, the first map, Stillwater Bayou, has a good mixture, I think, of very dense forests, but also open fields, so it allows for a good variety of play styles. When Civil War came out, it was the second map, what is it, Lost in Delta, when it came out, it was much more open, which we patched up afterwards, and for this one, we wanted to get it right from the get-go and make sure that everything is supported. So there's room for you to play long range, there's room for you to play short range, and every playstyle should find their place.
Exactly, that sounds awesome. So with the goals out of the way, which obviously we had before starting on the new map, let's talk a bit about how it came to be and what's the history behind the new map. So yeah, as the guys mentioned, one of the main goals was to create a new map with way more verticality compared to the other maps. And yeah, maybe you guys can tell us how it all began.
Yeah, I mean, I can quickly just go from the outside. So yeah, we wanted to have more rocky landscapes, so we started to create like little prototypes, like little separate spaces where we then worked together with the level designers and found like many things that work, but even more things that don't work. So it was more like, okay, we tried that, it's not so good. We tried that, it's not so good. So that's the process of iteration, what you do in the beginning. So it's a bit like brainstorming. So you say, okay, there's no wrong ideas. We just try out many things, and some things will stick with us. And then we take the best things of this prototyping phase and then make a new map out of it. One example in this phase was that we had a lot more slopes and mountains even back then, like even more than now. And then we had a lot of fights where people were like on two opposite sort of like mountaintops. Don't think like really big mountains, more like hills. And they were just trying to shoot each other and zigzagging, and was just not supporting the rules of hunt and the hunt gameplay. And that is one example which we found out in the prototyping phase. And yeah, then from the outside, it was more about look dev. So just trying out how a good Midwest landscape looks like. We, of course, the autumn theme of the map, like you've seen in the trailer now, and that means like a new color scheme. We are at fall right now, and that was the main things actually from the outside, and trying to connect it somehow to the assets and to the old maps and make like a really round, well-working package with all the new assets.
From gameplay side, it was basically finding that at least one big thing that sets it apart from the other two maps. Because for us, we had time for experimentation. We had time, as Stefan mentioned, for different iterations and trying out what doesn't work and what would stick and what would work. So we really wanted to find something that would make this map not only look new and fresh, but also play differently, play unique. Because there's no point in just having yet another same map. We wanted to have something new, and this is where we came up with the verticality as the unique feature of this map, and then try to really push it and find the right amounts, find the right density, and just basically iterate on it until we get it right.
Yeah, and we actually have a few examples in terms of images. Like here you can see like some ideas when we are researching stuff for the new map or thinking about what it could look like in the future. And yeah, we have some awesome like structured infrastructural upside views. Maybe you guys can talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it a little bit hard in the stream, unfortunately, but there's definitely the railways are there in this picture. You can see the white dotted line. Then there's the main roads there and the secondary roads and all the more infrastructural points. So this is how like the map is planned. Of course, they reiterate based on that, but this is the original plan going in. So it makes sense. Like, for example, a coal mine is connected to a coal train fill and so on. So it all makes sense in terms of infrastructure, how the compounds are laid out, what is on the water, what isn't on the water, and so on. So there's many things to consider like that when it comes to realistic world building. And we can talk about the next slide, I think.
Yes.
And this is another example. Here you can see the different biomes. So biomes is something like a forest would be a biome, or something like an open swamp is a biome, or like rocks and mountains, just different types of landscape. And this is where we draw in where all this landscape should be, where the water should be, what are the transitions between the different types of biomes. And yeah, that just helps us visualize the map and also get a good plan to what we want to do and achieve. And of course, this is all like back and forth with level design. So we talk about like approaches through the water. Do we maybe need a passage here because it's too much open water, and so on and so forth. I think you can imagine, this is all part of the development cycle.
So Tom, in the chat, a lot of people think from this picture there's a lot of water. Do you have anything to maybe say about that?
Well, what we learned from map 1 and what you will find and later also see on the minimap, I'm not sure where we're going to show it, is that for this, what we learned from the first map and already, I think, applied on the second map as well, is that water doesn't really serve well as a gameplay space. It's more, we use it more as an obstacle. So also in this case, you'll find that it's not a whole lot of water. There's a lot more solid ground. And water is really just more of an obstacle in your way between certain routes that you might want to take, but then reconsider if you see a water devil in front of you, maybe you might take that bridge and, you know, get ambushed or something. So that's where water really has its strength. And this is also how we applied it on this map.
Yeah, and the guys, I see that a lot of you are scared because it looks like the water is very thick, but as you will see later, it's actually not as bad. So expect less water. Yeah, but let's talk about the themes of the new map. So what new themes we have, and let's show some examples of the Midwest environmental themes.
Yeah, we will come to the compounds in a second, but now first, yeah, just to quickly explain what we want to do in terms of themes. So coal is a big theme, of course. We have more mountains, we have coal, and then industries related to that, like a coal mine or something, a coal train fill. Coal is also used in some other places. Then a quarry, of course, and also what I mentioned in the beginning is this more civilized town, like so the first map. Stillwater Bayou has more like some sort of like more like shanty type town, very unstructured in a way. The second map had Arden Parish, which is a bit more structured, a bit more civilized, and this time it's even like one step further and even bigger, more buildings, for the lack of better word, more civilized. That was also a goal of this map. So we want to give like some kind of progression, you know, not doing like 3 variations of the same map with slightly different elements. We really want to evolve in a way. And yeah, as was mentioned, there is actually less water, even though it didn't look like this in this image. This image was probably, it's from the development cycle. We probably reduced it a little bit, you know, during our playtests, based on playtest feedback. Yeah, this was just an example of how we work.
Exactly. And then, yeah, here's the image Tom was talking about, the actual image of the new map. And here you can actually see that water are just more like rivers, I would say.
Yeah, you can see it's more small rivers really cuts through the landscape and not just huge masses of water. It's just really small rivers here and there. And more, as I said, more serves more as an obstacle rather than an actual gameplay space.
Exactly. I think it looks awesome and people will love that because I actually heard a lot of feedback regarding water and now you have less, so it's gonna be awesome. And with that being said, I think it's time to look through all our compounds, which we actually have 16 of as always. For the sake of the presentation, we broke it down to 3 different areas just so we can organize them. But this is just in the presentation, obviously, how we thought it would make sense. So we have 6 compounds that we named residential areas. Obviously, that's like more related to people and such. Then agricultural areas, which we have 3 compounds of, which is kind of self-explanatory. So all the kind of farms and that sort of stuff, livestock and such. And then the industrial areas, like Stefan already talked about a bit, like the coal quarry and other industrial buildings. And we have 7 compounds consisting of that. And yeah, let's start off with our residential areas, which is one of the most interesting one. And the first residential compound in this presentation is Lower DeSalle. So let's take a look.
Yeah, I think you guys saw this in a trailer we put out already. We start always each compound with some sort of overview shot. This is, of course, nothing you will see while playing the game, but gives you an impression like how the compound is structured roughly and so on. So you see it's a big mass of buildings. There's like 2 main streets and a crossing in the middle, and in the middle is a saloon, like I think you also saw on the trailer. Yeah, we can just go through the images, I think. This is the main street from the bottom looking up.
It's amazing. Yeah.
We have this Western false facades. Every shop is will have like a unique name, and not all buildings you can actually enter because it would just be too much. It would be too confusing with all the small holes and windows and so on. So some are closed off, some you can enter. But I think it's very clear and plays very well. It's very visible, like what is playable and what isn't. This is the main saloon. There's the boss space of the compound. Inside there you have like a stage and a stage piano and like a bar and other typical saloon things you would expect. And another shot from the street. Some of this is directly based on like real world reference. For example, this building here, this was also part of this reference sheet we showed earlier, but you probably didn't recognize it because it was like 50 images or so, but this is actually modeled after a real building. And the lower DeSalle part is also a bit more rundown, so it's a bit more messy, a bit more dirty, and the river separates the two parts, and then the upper part we will see in a little bit. We can go to
on
the
this.
next. Yeah.
On this picture, real quick, you can also already see on the yellow and the blue house, for example, those are barricaded. You won't be able to get inside. So it was important for us with the towns having so many buildings to make it believable from a theme perspective. It would still have to play properly. You don't want to have people sitting in every corner of every house. So you'll be able to see where you can go and where not. It's going to be very readable, and that was very significant for us to find the right balance.
And you have really cool gameplay there, so you can go, for example, on the front porch, or you can go over the roofs. You can go up this ladder, go over the roof, and then you have like this like a little wood walkway to the saloon. So you have multiple entrances also. Next one, please.
Exactly, and yeah, just as Tom mentioned, as on the old maps as well, you can clearly see which buildings are not accessible, so it shouldn't be a surprise. On the old map, it's also like similar barricades over the compounds or buildings which you can't actually enter. And so we mentioned that the two parts of the DeSalle are divided by a river, and we also mentioned that we have more interconnected compounds, so I think this is a great example for that. And the other part of like the interconnected compound is upper DeSalle, which we will take a look at right now.
Yeah, again, we start off with a little bit of an overview shot. This is the more nice part of the town. It has like a bank building. It has a bit more vivid colors. It has some sort of like little park area in the middle with a nice statue. More trees, a little bit less like wet mud, just from the environment outside.
Another image so you guys can see it a bit more. The Undertaker, of course. And then this is the new bank building.
Exactly, with the statue in front. And yes, the bank also has is it Trésor in English, or what's the name?
Treasury?
A vault.
A vault. Yeah, sorry, I'm not native speaker. A vault. Yeah, even as a vault. Yeah.
Okay, and unless Tom has to say anything about gameplay wise, no, then let's move on to Pearl Plantation. This is actually a compound that we already teased on social media with like an old-timey picture, but now you guys get to see it completely.
Yeah, it's a big plantation building in the so-called antebellum style. So it has this Greek columns, and it's very classical of like southern plantation architecture. You saw it in countless movies and things like that. There's some more residential buildings next to it, where people that work on the plantation could live in. And it has a garden area and a fountain. It's a big boss space in the inside the building, of course, as well. Of course, this is the boss building. It's already has been empty for quite some time. So you see nature has taken over a little bit. There's some roots going down the building. Some stuff is a bit moldy and so on. Of course, we don't want our compounds to look like they've just been built. Like the Hunt DNA is that things are a little bit run down, are used, and yeah.
Here's another image of the same building with the fountain. I think it was already shown in the trailer as well, how the water splashes when you shoot it. That's like super awesome atmosphere. And I think what was also interesting is this little maze kind of area around it with the bushes around. I think that's super cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And some interior shots so you guys can see how it looks from the inside as well. Obviously, it's a bit bloody and like very rundown. All right, and the next compound on the list is the Testimonial Church, First Testimonial Church, and as the name predicts, it's a church.
Yeah, again, a little bit of a different spin on it. So you have a different building color. It's a dark church. It's also a bit more overground. It has lots of roots growing on it, and things like that. Lots of destruction on it. Also interesting outer skirts where we don't have the cemetery flat like in the first map, but we have it on a little bit of a slope. At least you don't see this in this picture, but there's a part of it that's more sloped. Also, it's more on a hill, so there's a lot more verticality also in the compound placement itself. If you remember first map, it's basically a very flat area where the church has been, right?
Exactly. I saw a lot of people saying for the interior shot for the previous one that's the Revenant Hunter was killed.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, good eyes, guys.
Yeah.
Good eyes. Yeah.
Good spotting.
Here's a nice night shot as well. The church. And a few interior shots so you guys can see how it's from the inside. It's actually quite different than the other churches we have on the two maps. And I guess like the ingrown boss area feeling as well. Then we have a fort on this map called Fort Walden. So let's take a look at that.
Yeah, again, a little overview shot. So it's like two parts. There's like two courtyards basically to it, and with this tree log wall all around it. And the cool thing about it is, maybe Tom, maybe you can say that you can.
Oh.
The cool thing about the wall is that you can actually walk on top all the way around. You have these little watchtowers also on the outer wall that you can be inside, and it's just. It plays very unique when you defend this. You can actually hold this down like a proper fort and be all over the wall, not just half of it.
Exactly, and the on the left side, I suppose, is the boss compound, right? The bigger building.
Yes.
Exactly. We have a few more pictures of this from the outside. As Tom mentioned, these are these smaller watchtowers, and you can be all around that wooden wall through the whole compound. And yeah, here's a nice bonfire in the middle of it, so it looks super awesome at night. And yeah, then let's move on to I think our last residential compound, which is the Pelican Island prison. So we have another prison, like on Lawson, but it is actually on a mountaintop or hill.
Yeah, the really cool thing about this is that it is loosely based on Alcatraz, actually. And yeah, you will not, of course, recognize it because Alcatraz is in the middle of the sea and so on. But our level designer had a good look at the layout of Alcatraz and mimicked some areas there. Yeah, it's a really cool compound. It is very different approaches from all sides. So one approach, you go like on a sloping up forest. So it's very high, the compound, and you always have to approach it from below. I think that gave also good challenges through level design.
Yeah, I feel like this image is a very good example of the verticality, because on the right side you can like see the river area, which is like very low, and then it's like 4 or 5 layers up to the top of the prison. So
It is very high up there. You also have the tower that you can get into all the way up top. So it's a very, very high vantage point to go to. And as Stefan mentioned, there's multiple approaches to it. You can go through the forest, or you can climb up the rocks or go up the slopes of the rocks on the right side. Also, the interior has changed a bit for this prison. It's very collapsed, so it's more of a prison ruin on top of a hill. And you'll see in one of the next shots. And yeah, it was challenging in the beginning, but it's just a matter of offering enough options to approach it. But this is when we talked about having all this time to test and prototype and see what works and what doesn't, this is where it all goes into, so that we can get something out of it that we know will work.
Exactly, and this is the inside, as Tom mentioned. It's very, very run down and broken. It looks really cool to fight in. And with that, let's move into our second section of the compounds, which is the agricultural areas. So now we move away from like all these populated areas with people, and we look at more of the agricultural size. And let's start with Moses Poultry.
So this is a chicken farm or poultry farm, and the really cool thing about this is, of course, it has this really characteristic roof shape, and the very cool thing is it's basically on two layers. Like the entrance you see right now from the front is much lower than from the back. On the back you can basically go into the compound from the first floor, if that makes sense. So it connects like on a step on the terrain, which is very interesting gameplay wise. And it also has a little bit of a different color schemes to make it more interesting to the other farms we already have. But of course, a farm will always look a little bit familiar. So there's only so much you can do with it. But I think it looks very cool.
Yeah, and we also have some shots from the inside, I believe. So you can see that it's like a chicken farm.
Yeah, it's lots of cages where they keep livestock then in the inside.
Exactly. Then the second compound is category 7 Sisters, Sister Estate.
This is like a horse farm, like a horse riding place. It has a bit more of a leisure theme to it. So they do like recreational sports there. They just hang out there and have a good time. Of course, they used to, like when the plague came, it was of course a much different story, but that was the original purpose of this compound. So it's a bit more lively, a bit more happy, so to speak, at least in the origin.
Yeah, there's also the cornfield maze back there, and the what is it called? The little I forgot the word. The little gazebo in the back.
Gazebo,
towards
yeah.
the back of it. Yeah. It's on another screenshot as well.
Yeah, I love how you can see it here. I love how Stefan said it's a friendly place, and then there's a dead horse with the dead rider buried into the mud.
Used to be.
Yeah.
But when we design the compounds, we always need to think like what they used to be, the original purpose and so on.
True.
And then we destroy it, of course, and make it horrible. Horrible in a way for you get the drift.
Fitting the theme, of the game. And yeah, this is the very peaceful gazebo looking at the landscape. Yeah. It's beautiful. You can even play some music in there, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the first reveal trailer, wasn't it? I think.
I think so. We also shared an image of it, I think, called Happy Day or something like that. And it was this gazebo with the tables. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. And then learned a new word today. I didn't know that was called gazebo.
Yeah. Or like a pavilion gazebo, I think. Yeah.
Pavilion gazebo. I was taught it's called gazebo, but
yeah.
I thought it was pavilion as well.
I learned that from
open up that discussion again.
And the next one is Heritage Pork. So we already have a Salter's Pork on one of the other maps, but it's a very different one.
Yeah, again, we play more with the verticality. You see, like the hay is like running out of the building, like providing like a slope to go back just straight into the first floor without going up any ladders or steps or anything like that. And there's multiple other points in this compound where there's just more verticality to it. Like before that you have a section where you have like a deeper corridor basically that runs on below ground level, so to speak, and multiple things like that makes it really special and interesting to play.
Yeah, here you as well can see how you can climb up on multiple parts. On the previous image you could also see a ladder leading up to the roofs and such, so there's a lot of variety in the play styles.
Yeah, and of course here we try to do like a really cool, interesting building silhouette to also make it different from the other ones. It's a little bit different colored, and just to make it more unique and not look like a farm from Stillwater Bayou or something like that.
Here's some more images from more of the side view from the compound, so not the main building.
Yeah. Here the theme is a little bit more stone again. So generally throughout the map, like rocks and stone is like a theme. So you see on the first map, the satellite buildings, we call them, like these buildings on the outer skirts of the compound. We would most likely have them built out of wood, which was like a normal thing to do in the swamp, because you have all the cypress trees and you have like plenty of wood, but not much stone. But here we again try to go more towards rocks and stone and things like that. That's why they have like stone bases as an example. These are like things we think about why we design the compounds.
Awesome, and an interior shot from one of the buildings with all the little dead piglets.
Yeah.
And then let's look at our biggest section, which is the industrial areas. And starting with Forked River Fishery. As we learned, it's not an agricultural area, but actually an industrial. Right before the stream,
Yeah.
so...
We just googled that. We weren't sure if fish are livestock or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cool thing about this one is like you see all this pipework there. So it's a really like an industrialized fish production, so to speak. They have this big basin in front of the building, and they just do like all the water like flow and so on. They do automatically with the pipes, and it's just a very cool, unique look to the compound. Also plays very interesting. Like you see this broken through walls and so on. Of course, you would hear if somebody's approaching through one of these basins by their footsteps and so on. Yeah, another shot of the compound, sort of like an overview shot.
Yeah, it's really big, really large compared to like what I'm used to. It's like giant.
Especially in this compound, since it's kind of built above water a bit. There's like a boat garage down there. It's hard to see in these shots, but again, water is not really used as the gameplay space, but more of, in this case, it's even kind of like a sound trap, because you'll as soon as you hear people walk on water, you will immediately know where they are. So it plays very well in this example.
Yeah, and a few other angles. You can also see that there's like some space under the building as well, as I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
there
this
you
is...
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have this wood palisades basically trying to contain the river, and then you can go with the boat directly to it. I mean, not in the game, but as how it's planned, how the infrastructure is planned.
Awesome. Then let's look at King Snake Mine.
Yeah, now we're really close to the mountains at the edge of the map. So the really big, tall mountains, they are, as we said in the very beginning, they're a bit tricky for gameplay, but we of course want to keep them as a cool vista element at the edge of the map to give us a different image than the other two maps. And here, of course, the natural way is to do like a big mine there, and they mine for coal. Yeah, very cool compound, a lot of verticality, like really plentiful, so many ways to go.
Yeah, a lot of people notice that the compounds are quite large on this map compared to the other two maps.
It's this one especially. It's a huge building built into a mountain slope, so there's so many levels to it, and so much verticality and so much ways and approaches and possibilities you can take. Also with the side building with multiple levels and the main building and all these small little garages for the little mine chutes, is I think what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of options for this one as well.
Awesome. Then we have a coal company, Stanley Coal Company, another giant compound.
Yeah, this is also based on actual reference from like buildings of that era. Also one of the first buildings where we use like metal sheets on the outside to give like a really cool special look. And the trains can actually just drive underneath the building and are filled with coal. So it's like a coal train fill. And of course you have plenty of satellites building to support that. And it has a really cool, unique silhouette and just looks very dark and menacing, I think, in a way. Also with all the black smoke coming from it.
Yeah, here's a few more angles so you guys can see it from each side. You can also see the little carts, the miner carts. It is also so like the whole building is just giant.
Yeah, I really love this one. This is really cool.
Yeah. Then let's look at Ash Creek Lumber, which is a lumber mill. I think we also shared an image of this with you guys previously if you had a keen eye. But now let's take a closer look, or maybe further look. But
Gotta have a lumber mill on your map.
yeah,
Given.
We researched this actually, and there was a big lumber boom right in our time, like 1895. We're on the peak of like, okay, everybody wants to build lumber mills, so we're completely history accurate in a way.
Yeah.
But you saw this in the trailer, and yeah, it's just a really cool, unique building with the rounded roof, which we never did on any other compound. The whole lumber section, I think, is also much bigger than on the other maps. So just a general theme, go big, I guess, and plays really well. We also have the cut off tree trunks. They are used a lot as a new asset, which I think we will see in another picture, which is a really cool, unique element. Then again, we have all the different approaches, of course, like we do. Like it's important for us that every single way you approach a compound is different. So this is approaches through the water, and you're more from like a lower level, and you have to fight up. Another approach will be more through the woods. Another approach will be more through an open field or an open area. There's you can walk under the building. Just very varied gameplay. There you go, and yeah, just very cool compound.
Also, the theme of it with the chopped down trees and just this entire huge backyard behind the building is just much more spread out than it was with our comparable compounds from the other two maps, and it's just also it goes way towards the map edge where you spawn. You'll immediately know, oh, I'm at lumber, because it's just chopped down trees everywhere. It looks a lot more industrialized. Yeah, it's a great effect to have the theme of the compound really be spread out more and almost have fluent transitions into the next compounds.
Exactly. Stefan, you mentioned on the coal compound that the chimneys are smoking, and someone asked if like they are always smoking, or is it just on the images?
They do always smoke, yeah. Yeah, we don't turn them on and off. Cool. Also, our street lanterns are always on, so we don't go too much into these details.
It just was an interesting question, because on the image you could see that it's like smoking. Yeah, here's a few more images. Yeah.
The cut down trees, for example. I think it just looks really epic, like desolate in a way, you know. It's like, okay, they really there's brute force made to the landscape, and they really changed it, and it just fits very well with our theme of hunt, I think.
Looks awesome. Then let's go on to Darrens Shipyard, which is our next compound. And yeah, we also showed some images of this as well with you guys, so let's take a wider view of it now.
Yeah, I think this is a really fun one. This went through many iterations. So as you remember, we have, for example, a boathouse on the first map. And this was more like a classical building. It's just a boat in the middle. And the big challenges in boathouses are always like, normally they're like gigantic open halls and with plenty of space. And it's just not super interesting to play because, of course, you want like nooks and crannies, you want places to hide and so on. You cannot hide in a big open hall. And on this one, level design and environment art was working really hard together to make this feel more spacious, more open, and a cool decision was made, also together with concept art, not to forget those, of course, to open up the roof. And that makes the compound very, very special. And it's based on actual also reference from that time. So they had a lot of these buildings with open roofs, so just not to be restricted in any way. You have the cool silhouette with the boat in the front. You can see it from really far away. It's a super cool landmark. And yeah, it's a very, very nice, unique compound.
And you can actually walk inside the boat in the front as well, right?
Yes, you can, yeah. And it also has metal plating on the sides. So again, we want to change it up. You know, we don't always just use brick or wood. So metal plate walls here.
And a few more on this side.
Yeah. So you see a half built boat in the front. So it's like a smaller boat. They would just build outside on the side. You see a cool paddle wheel from some sort of like, you know, from the steamboat. Also very cool detail of this era.
And then the interior as well.
Yeah, this is just a beautiful shot. This is amazing. Yeah, very cool feeling on the inside. And this is from another angle. There's like a waterway goes past the compound. Yeah, very cool, unique looking building. I don't think we have anything like this in the Hunt universe. It's definitely a first.
Awesome. So the next one is Reaping Stone Mill.
Yeah, just this is the quick overview. So we always give this to give you a little bit of context where this compound is, and you see the surrounding landscape. It is a water mill, again, like a bigger one than we did before. It has a big tower with a big grain silo where they will where they would store the corn to be grinded up. And a lot of satellite buildings also next to it. And you see it has this really interesting arches, and also on the water level it also has this arched structures. There's a dam which is now hidden by this wood building in the front, but behind that basically is a dam. So they really try to make the best of the water energy.
Yeah, and it seems like it has a lot of places to like have great fights and hide, and like very cool line of sights as well. Like, and between the multiple buildings as well, it's like so cool. And a lot of people actually noticed that the trees in each shot are very different than we had before.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just quickly mentioned it, I think, but we do have an autumn theme. So the trees and all the vegetation are changed. And it's not like a pure, like we take like the hue slider, if you know Photoshop, and just bump it to yellow or something like that. It's really meticulously done. So some stuff is more red, some stuff stays more green, some stuff is really yellow. So our artists did a great job there to make like a new color palette. And every single texture was touched, and it looks really fresh with this autumn theme. There's also somewhere leaf piles and a little bit of leaves on the roofs and so on. So the general, also on the water, yes, yeah. So the autumn theme is going throughout the map, give you like a fresh look.
Exactly. We will have some videos of the new atmosphere where we can show it a bit more as well.
Yeah, we'll also have some progress shots later where we will show for some spots on the map how it progressed over time, and you'll see once the autumn theme kicks in, it's
changes everything. Yeah. Yeah, some few more shots of the mill. And
Again, you
that,
see,
yeah,
more
sorry.
height. It just, if you go back to the shot, just more height. If you know the watermill from the second map, it's just a lot flatter building, and here's a lot more different layers, a lot more height. Just verticality is king.
Exactly. So the next one is Reeves Quarry.
Oh yeah, this was a natural for the map. I mean, we had all the stones, and we wanted to do something really cool with like where they carve out stone and have a quarry. Very cool, unique gameplay space. Yeah, lots of fun and play tests. I don't know what else to say. It's just really cool and special. It's a quarry.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's worth mentioning is this little tunnels, or I don't know how you would explain, like these under bridge areas between the little.
It's like a canyon almost between these places where they carved out the stone. It's like little tunnels, like a canyon, but you can also be on top of most of these platforms. So it's a very unique play style, and again, verticality just being the red line throughout all of it, and it worked really well for the quarry.
Okay, some few more shots of this where you can see this. Looks awesome. And with that, we went through all the compounds. As Tom said, we will actually show some progress shots as well, how they evolved over time. But let's take a small look at the new landscapes you can expect from the new map.
Yeah, so this is one of our exit points. Of course, you can see the strong Midwest influence. So think of something like Colorado or something like that. Of course, we're not replicating this one-to-one. There's not a bayou swamp in Colorado. So, but we're going more towards this type of landscape. And it's just beautiful. It just looks so fresh, so different to the other first maps. Internally, our team was really hyped when we saw it all coming together. That's like one of the most beautiful moments in game development, and everybody was really amped up when they saw all of that come together and saw the new landscape forming up. Just beautiful work from the team.
Yeah, it looks great. It almost looks like a wallpaper, honestly. It's amazing.
You can make it your wallpaper. Yeah?
True. Here's another one. It's basically what Tom just talked about with the little canyon-like feeling and the tunnels between smaller mountains. Looks
That's
awesome.
another great example for it.
Then it's a more foresty area.
Yeah, this is more like we mix existing themes. Of course, the trees are now in autumn, and we have different colors going on, but you see a more classical map 2 sort of theme going on, and then you mix it with rocks and things like that, which also just makes it much more interesting. Also in terms of gameplay, it's not just pure visual. These are also really blockers, and some of them you can go on top, some of not. Yeah, Tom?
Yeah, that's the nice things about the rocks is we don't have to work as much, and also all the verticality and the fact that it's not all flat is we don't have to work a lot with bushes and shrubs and all that, but actually having these rocks and providing, and you being as a player being able to climb them and not just choose between peeking left or right, but to actually traverse them however you want, peek up top, peek left, peek right, you can disappear very easily, but you can also chase and keep track of players as easy. They're very readable, clean, and still they don't feel barren, which is really cool. It worked pretty well with these rocks and all the little gaps and all the little trenches that you can build with this theme, basically.
Awesome. For all the people asking how big the new map is, it's the same size, so 1 square kilometer, basically 1 times 1 kilometer, and 16 compounds as well. Then this is again more of a mountainy area with a bit less trees. So you can climb up these mountains, or how is it exactly in game?
Well, yeah, you basically all these mountains you can just climb on top. I mean, in this one you can clearly see the slope that you'll be able to walk up on and be on top of this. There's also, you'll see or you saw in some of the previous shots, some of the more like little rock islands you'll sometimes see in the forest or in these canyons, and it will be readable where you can climb up and where you can't. That was also important for us, that you're not just standing at a wall trying to push yourself up there and keep jumping and desync back down or stuff like that, but really make it readable how it would work, so that at first sight, whenever you enter a forest or enter an area between compounds, you'll see your options, you'll see where you can go and what you can do.
I think that's awesome and so different. So great. Then this is more of a flat area.
Yeah. This
Some
also
of-
shows one new asset, like one big new prop. This is the thresher. And just you see how beautiful the autumn colors work and how it transforms the whole image.
Awesome. We will also come back for the props in a bit later, where we can take a closer look at them. But it looks beautiful. Oh, and this is with a different time of day, so you can see the difference. And then, yeah, another mountainy area. It's amazing how different it feels from the other maps, honestly. Like it's just completely different. Then another more foresty area. And guys, these are just some examples for how the atmosphere and the environment and landscapes feel in the game. But obviously you will see it during our gameplay stream or when you try it out for yourself. And yeah, this is like the areas between compounds and such. Yeah, and yeah, as the guys talked a bit about already, you can like see the little leaves on the water, which we didn't have before, for example. And it's very visible in this picture.
It's a small, cool little detail that just all ties it all together, basically. All these small little details that bring it all into line, or bring it all in line.
Exactly. Just a few more shots. But it's also super interesting that how this map has like multiple feels to it. So like this area is like completely different how the mountainy rocky areas feel, and then the compounds again are like so different from, for example, this. It's just like there's so much variety in the map.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, and then okay, since we looked at the landscape, let's talk about the lessons learned from the previous maps and how we changed those for this map with them in mind, because obviously Hunt has been out for 3.5 years ish, and we had Stillwater Bayou as the first map, and then Lawson Delta, which already changed a lot of things. But now we have a lot of experience what the players like, what they don't like, and let's talk about what we learned for this map.
So from my side, what was really beneficial is that we've had both maps out for a while, and we've been able to identify many places that didn't really work from the get-go, that we patched up and reworked afterwards to refine and progress our rule set that we have for these maps. And basically we wanted for this one to get it right from the beginning and see our lessons learned from the other two maps. So, for example, to have a proper and a good mix of dense vegetation versus open areas, have a good balance between the two, always offer different options for players to choose from. The vegetation, it needs to be readable, but it needs to be rather clean. You don't want to have big clusters of bushes for people to sit in, but you also don't want it to be super barren so you can get sniped from everywhere. So there's a lot of things to consider and a lot of different play styles that emerged, and basically what we want is the map to suit every single one of them. Then, as I already mentioned in the beginning, we don't want water as a gameplay space. It doesn't work. It's a dead space. It can be used as a dead space in certain occasions, but it works best as an obstacle, especially now in combination with the Water Devil. That's just where it's at with water. And yeah, we tried to bring all of that into this map from the get-go and see that we can get a polished or the best working version we can get by combining the strengths of the other two maps and all these lessons learned.
Exactly. Another point we had is that we had issues with underground areas. Maybe Tom, you want to talk a bit about that?
That's a thing. It's on the slide. We had some issues with the underground areas in map 1 where sometimes, I'm sure everyone has experienced, there's some audio issues where a shot comes through, other times it doesn't. There's a lot of, we've had a lot of issues just with underground areas, people camping down there. So we had to create more entrances to it, make it look like a Swiss cheese. We had rendering issues. There's just many issues with underground areas. Sometimes they're not clearly readable. You have to learn them, especially if you're new to a map. You don't really know, you don't even know if there is an underground area. You'll have to find an entrance. So it's just, in general, there was a lot of issues that we have with underground areas, which is why the second map didn't have any. And this is definitely one of the lessons learned from the other two maps.
Then less repetition in architecture, so maybe that's more for Stefan.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had some notes on this already previously. It's just we generally want to vary our themes, want to keep it interesting and fresh. So that's why on the more industrial buildings, for example, we don't just use woods for walls. We also use more metal in general, use different colors than we had before. We added like the false facades for the western towns and just generally change it up, make it fresh. There's like a certain style that you had in this era, and we're not like a simulation game that aims to be historically accurate completely, but of course we have strong influences and base that stuff on reference, and we just try to explore new things that we think are interesting, or the shipyard, for example, that you saw with the really cool unique building silhouette, and a lot comes down to cool silhouettes. So the false fronts have cool silhouettes, the shipyard has, for example, cool silhouette, cool landmarks, and just interesting materials, things like that. This is all stuff we think about when we create the art. And just speaking about architecture, of course the same goes for landscape and other aspects of the game.
And as you guys already seen, we have much larger compounds this time, so that's kind of self-explanatory after looking through them. But you will experience it for yourself as well, and that opens up a whole new variety to how you play Hunt. And let's look at the developer insights. So in this section we will actually go through as Tom already mentioned, like how the compounds developed over time, and some other interesting factors from the developer side. So let's take a look.
So this first slide is showing a little bit how we work together with concept art. They supported us greatly with this map, for example. So they designed kit-bashed a new steam engine to be used in the coal mine that powers the conveyor belt, for example. Or they helped us greatly with the development of this new shipyard, this cool unique building shape. And these are not always like just beauty renders, which you would see in like marketing material and so on. When we do real like game production, we basically just want the idea. So there's a saying that concept art is communication, and that basically what it comes down to. So the church over paint clearly communicates what we wanted to do in the game and gave us enough to work with. The same goes for the other images. It's just very cool, and also we try to involve many parties, also of course other feedback from the team, and just make it very interesting and varied.
That's awesome. And then other few concept arts of some of the compounds.
More examples. You see here, it's very cleanly styled with like flat surfaces. It shows us very clearly the purpose of each area, where are the entrances, give us an idea about the colors and so on. And it's just great to work off such good concept art. It's really nice.
There's the back side of the same compound as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it actually looks quite cool, almost like a painting, honestly.
Yeah, totally. A lot of those are painted over in-game screenshots. So this is how we do it then in production. Of course, we have much more, but we just share like a selection of those sort of images, just to give you an idea of what we're doing in production.
Nice.
These are some earlier shots from DeSalle. So they look relatively far already, but this was sort of like how the compound looked with quite minimum dressing. So it was the way we built DeSalle is we first worked on the new facades, on the buildings, and then we created groups of these new buildings and just tried to distribute them into like a nice street layout. That was it basically. But you see a lot of the foundation, what is now, and the soil was already in this earlier version. Of course, the saloon is completely missing. That came later. The same goes for the bank building. There were just placeholder brushes there.
Awesome.
This is a very old shot of the soil. So here you see it looked completely different. We didn't have the new facades. We just used what we have in terms of assets. You see the saloon, it looked more like the town hall from Auden Parish in a way. And yeah, we just decided that is not gonna go well. Like in a real Western town, each house is different, so they don't copy them. You know, that was just not working. Each had to be unique, and so we put in the work to make everything more unique and build a lot of new assets for the soul.
And yeah, I just love the 2 chairs and table floating over the
Yeah, it's just a developer shot.
Yeah.
Just to give you a bit of an
Very
idea where we're coming from. But when we block out the compound, we actually do it with like old assets and things like that. And then we make notes what we want to change and create tasks and so on.
Awesome.
This is an example now. Like we just created all the houses, all the facades, all the colors. That's also, of course, fresh. We use a lot more colors in the Sol than we used in any other map. Yeah, also, yeah, just to keep it interesting for you guys.
And yeah, I think this is the segment with the progression shots, if I'm right.
I think we're already straight in it, more or less. But okay, yeah. This is the original blockout for the bank. Also just using existing assets. We took some of this old interior layout, but also some stuff was redone. For example, in this version, there was a building site on top. So the idea was the building was half finished, but it wasn't playing so well. And we ditched that. And this is then what it became.
Yeah, it looks completely different.
So we actually finished the construction site ourselves during production.
Yes.
Right. So again, the progression shots from Upper DeSalle.
Yeah, very old build. You can see the trees are still green. It's very barren, but this is like the first. So all of these shots in this style you'll see now are more from the very first prototype-ish state, where we then found what we would want to move forward with and started to really flesh it out. And you'll see that in these shots, there's always 3 shots. So it's the old one, and a more advanced one, and then a pretty much final one.
Yeah, it's just insane how it changes.
Huge change.
Yeah. Just so again, like from this to this, it's like...
Yeah, but the base layout is still there, and...
Exactly.
Another one for in the same manner. So this is early development, then more finished with the shipyard, and then the final.
Yeah, like we really iterate on
so
that
crazy.
stuff. We really we weren't happy. The second version wasn't bad, but it was just not special enough for us. So we iterate on that till we're happy.
Yeah, it's like just like crazy to see in the end, like how everything is replaced and like finalized in details, and everything is just amazing. Here's another example of the same. So very early development and more finished.
This is also the shipyard, yeah.
Yeah. And then again, the final, which looks completely different. Yeah, so this is the lumber mill. And the final, it's amazing. But there's so many additions. For example, on the right side, for example, the huge plank area where you can walk up is like completely added at the end, and
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like many things we review. So we do like lots of like of course gameplay reviews where we do changes based on, but also pure art reviews. So in this compound, just to give an example, there was like things like a giant, very heavy bridge just to close like a small gap, which just visually makes no sense. You wouldn't build it like that, and maybe you don't consciously understand, oh, this what is going on, but you subconsciously think, nah, that doesn't look right, and something is wrong here. And then, yeah, we try to make more sense of the whole construction, the infrastructure, and this is also why the bridge, for example, was removed here.
Amazing. Then this is the plantation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So again, sorry. From this to this.
Yeah, this was not that crazy progression. That looked really cool in the beginning already.
I mean, it's like completely different
the
statue
base
and
building.
yeah.
The base building already is really good, and just refined.
A lot of the surroundings changed, but the base building was pretty good from the get-go. Spot on. We kept it.
Here you can see the old assets to try out new things.
And here it's a lot about the entrances and the surroundings, which you will see change. The main building, as far as I know, is not changing that much.
Yeah,
and see how the whole compound structure changes completely. Like we talk a lot about theming, so we want you to be able to orient yourself well, and so we theme the areas differently. So one area should be more like the coal area, another area should be more like the rocky area, and maybe another area is a bridge, and so on. So just that you clearly have a mental map of where you are, and this works, for example, a lot improved in this compound.
Yeah, here as well you can see how much
structure of the satellite buildings and so on.
Yeah, and again, as I mentioned with the lumber as well, here, again, what you can see is just expanding the theme, just really expanding it out, and almost blend into the next theme from the compound over. It really goes hand in hand.
Amazing stuff. Yeah, a few more angles for the same, as you can see. So as the guys already said, like during the process of creating the new map, obviously you playtest a bunch on like to try out things, and then in that part you can reuse like older things, and when you can finalize and decide what works well, then it's time to make a more final version of it with new stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So here's another compound with the same.
This will change a lot.
Yeah.
I already know. So originally we didn't want to create a quarry. We wanted to create like a stone carving place, a place that does like gravestones and things like that. I don't know the term for it out of my head, but like a gravestone maker and or other stone figures and so on. So you see, that was still the idea with this compound, and then later on, this fortunately was changed to a quarry, which is of course a lot more interesting.
Yeah. So we went from this to this.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest transition here.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, even from the first image to the second, it's like it seems like it was a different idea. On, like, for example, with the graves, like you said,
I think the first image was just like barely any work done. I think this gravestone idea was there, if I remember correctly, but yeah, it was just not implemented basically.
Yeah, and then it completely changes to a different location. Awesome. Another fun. So this is again the very early version, and then
this is a landscape shot.
Really
cool.
It's
not a compound.
I mean, the compound is in the background. Yeah.
You see, we have a big flowing river now there.
Yeah, so it's of a lakey.
Yeah, throughout the process of building it, there used to be more of the static, still water, but yeah, now it's just a big river, and it's an eye catcher for sure.
Looks really nice. This is also more of a landscape area.
Another angle on the river, basically.
Yeah, so here also it looks like it's like more of a lake, and then it turns into a river.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same. Looks so cool. Again, like this looks nothing like the end results. I love it.
Yeah, this changed a lot, the towns. But the main street layout is sort of similar. We added a lot more buildings, so it was a lot more like classical, like older compounds where you maybe have, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 buildings or something like that. Maybe it was a bit more, but we added a ton on the outside. Basically, the goal was to create the streets. Like we wanted the rows of buildings, and in the streets we want like repetition, like in the lampposts, in the telegraph poles, and so on. Like you want to create lines and repetition, and then you get the streets. That was like one of the most important things there. Else it just looks like a little settlement or like a bunch of random houses, you know.
Yeah. That's super cool. You can the examples with the it's more
This
for
one
the
also
watermelon.
changed a lot, yeah. Again, this just make it also more interesting in terms of art, you know, create this cool brick arches, create this cool brick foundation, and also how it's implemented into the landscape with a nice dam and all those sorts of things.
I see an interesting question actually. Like, how long does it take to go from the first stage to the third?
It's super hard for me to quantify because it's different for every compound, and we go on and off on those compounds, you know. It's a big iterative cycle, and people work also on different compounds, so they're not one artist, one compound from the start to the end, you know, they jump around. It's super hard for me to quantify this. It depends very much also on each compound. Like some go way faster. Some needs much less change. For example, you saw the mansion, right? The big plantation building. That is the idea was very good from the beginning, and there was not so much change. But then on others, we changed it a lot because we also ask people, and they think, hey, do you think this is good enough, or is this interesting enough, or special enough? Does it play good enough, and all those sorts of things. And a lot of is based on feedback from our peers and our stakeholders. And yeah, I cannot really put a number to it, but we go in iteration cycles and we try to improve it till we think we hit the quality goal.
It's awesome. And I think these are extraction points before
This
and
one's
after.
crazy.
Yeah. So as you can see, basically the only thing staying is the trail tech and the little the extraction vehicle or cart. Everything else just completely changes.
Oh, good.
It's amazing. And another extraction, same way. It's funny because the second image looks more similar to the previous maps, I guess, and then it turns into like a completely environment for it. And then another last example of an extraction with a boat. It's a huge change as well. With a whole
Yeah, you can
backdrop
also
changing,
see
yeah.
how much of a difference the autumn theme makes. It really
Yeah.
changes the whole picture.
Really cool. Okay, let's talk a bit about boss arenas, which is obviously a big part of each map. And we have the first open air boss arena in the game. So maybe you guys can tell a bit about that.
I mean, not having a ceiling on the boss arena or on the boss building itself is kind of like it's the first. I mean, the only thing where we have it kind of is Alice Farm, the butcher pit, but it's also this time it will also support the spider and the assassin being in there. So it's a first. It's something we wanted to try out. It worked really well in the tests, and we want to give it a go.
Awesome. And yeah, so bigger compounds comes with bigger boss arenas in general.
Everything is bigger. We did in the beginning, we did use some of the existing boss arenas that we already had. So our principle was to when again combining the best of both worlds. So for map 1 and map 2, we wanted kind of the boss arenas from map 2, the feeling of them, the size of them, but more of the in-between areas and the vegetation and the balance of the vegetation from map 1, and kind of combine this with this verticality element mixed in there. So during prototyping, we did use some of the boss arenas from map 2, and where in some places they actually fit really well. So we basically kept just the boss arena itself around. It was modified and changed a lot, but the basic footprint, or sometimes you'll notice some elements from other maps. This is basically comes from this prototyping phase where we just notice it works perfect. And in other places it didn't work, so we had to come up with something new. We had to build something different, and all the surroundings and everything is changed around them. And yeah, that's it for the boss arenas. Basically, they're all bigger. They all have different approaches, different entrances, and different ways to play them now. So that's
awesome.
basically all there is to say. You'll see it on the server.
Yeah, and let's look at the new level features we have. So there's a bunch of them, and we actually have a bunch of videos to show you for each of those. And while we play the videos, I guess you guys can explain what we are seeing a bit. So let's take a look at the first one, which is the saloon doors. Yeah, so as you can see now, you can open.
Yeah, swinging doors. It's a new thing. We just wanted to highlight it here in the stream a little bit. Some of the new features that we have. And of course, a saloon needs to have the classic saloon doors. Can't just put a regular door in there. Wouldn't work. So yeah, this is there now.
If you kill someone with a saloon door, is that asking for a saloon door or a door?
I actually don't know. I'm actually not sure. I hope it does.
If you didn't know, chat, you can actually get killed by doors in Han.
Yeah, just like in real life, right?
Yeah, true. Okay, that looks great. And let's take a look at the second new level feature, which is water wheels. So I think you guys have seen that in a few of the shots, but now we have a few videos to actually show them how they work in the game. We will have multiple videos for this, so.
For this one, it's really nice to just have a little bit the atmosphere of it. The sound is really, really cool. The particles, and it just adds all these moving parts and pieces. They just add to it, to the whole feeling of the map.
And let's look at another video.
Oh yeah, you can also use it as an elevator. Cool.
It also sounds really cool how it moves. We have one more video.
Yeah, this is just a view from up top. Again, a little bit of the sound and the atmosphere.
Again, I feel like it would be a perfect wallpaper for like wallpaper engine when it just spins around forever. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then we have rope elevators, which are new, and yeah, let's take a look.
I mean, everyone's seen them already, and everyone's been asking. I've been getting a lot of questions about it. Can we make them usable? Well, yes, we can now. Yeah, very self-explanatory. Small example. You can just go step on it, interact with it. It will move you up into the boss arena. This is the boathouse you see here, the shipyard. And it's just again a tiny, small, new little thing.
Yeah,
for this
super cool. I mean, they are similar to the old elevator, but like very, very different style. Super cool. And then we have a bunch of new ambience features, and I mean, let's start off with the blood fountains.
Again, more of an ambient thing. You'll see it all in the test server. A lot of small moving parts.
Yeah, this was also visible in the new trailer as well.
True, yeah.
Then we have the falling leaves we talked about a bit, but now you can actually see how it looks.
This
Yes.
actually adds a lot to the map atmosphere. Everywhere where there's trees, you'll have the leaves fall down, and it's just all this movement around you. I love it, personally.
Yeah, I think so too. It's all these little environmental effects that bring the autumn theme to life. So it's not just a pure color change.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely new though, like it's very cool. Then we have bonfires, which you already seen in the image of the fort.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's the biggest fire we had.
Yeah, you can see the smoke trail from all across the map almost. It's crazy. So here's an example of it.
Super cool. We have another example of this as well, where you can see it close up, and the sound effects as well. Awesome. And yeah, then we have our last point, which is maybe the most interesting to some of you, is a new minor grunt variation. So it's basically a new type of grunts on the new map. And yeah, let's take a look at those as well. Yeah, as you can see, the grunts have these little miner helmets, and they can actually set you on fire, but obviously you can put it out with the choke bomb.
It's like a spotlight, so it has the same, not exactly the same, but a similar blinding effect to the Hunter electric lamps. And it's just, especially in the dark, you can see the blinding effect a bit. It looks really cool when they
actually really
run after
creepy.
other players. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you hit the lamp, it will set them on fire. When they are on fire, the lamp will overcook and explode. And it's just all again a new small thing, exclusive on this map for now. And yeah, it really adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah, so if you were looking for emulator grunts, now you have them.
They can also have their lamp turned off, so they leave a little bit of an oil spill, which you might be able to use.
So many layers to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look amazing. I can't wait for you guys to try them out. It's gonna be a lot of fun and a lot of fire. So I think that's about the new level features, but we also have a bunch of new props which we showed a bit before, and I think we have a few examples here, like the steam tractors, the thresher that we already shown, some coffins, nice statues, and a lot more on the map. But I think it makes more sense if we actually look at them and talk about them there. Stefan, maybe if you want to.
Yeah, it's a prop in front of the plantation house, the mansion where we have the cool blood fountain, like the blood effects going on. So it's the most gruesome fountain you can imagine.
It's super cool. And was it also like actually working like a fountain, so the water actually moves up and down?
It's just more like blood dripping, like in
Dripping,
the game.
yeah.
It's
Cool.
like oozing down, yeah.
Yeah, oozing down.
Cool.
That's the paddle wheel, like as we said before, like typical for like steamboats of this area.
That's the coffin.
Yeah, it's our hero coffin, so to speak. It's like the nicest coffin that's like inside the coffin maker shop.
Poor Grant sitting there.
Very sad.
Yeah.
And this is the treasure. It's just a really cool, unique silhouette. Looks almost a bit steampunky in a way, you could imagine. Yeah, really nice hero prop. Like a hero prop is something we use in development for like really special things, for example. Yeah, another shot.
Looks really cool.
And the tractor. And these big props are also, of course, cool cover objects. Like you can use them in gameplay, and they just add a lot of flair to a compound. Really cool, old school tractor.
This is the statue?
This is the statue, yeah. Done by the character art team. Showing like, I don't know out of the top of my head, but I think it's some sort of general or something. In front of the bank building. Really nice landmark as well for Upper DeSalle. And these are town signs. Just
horse riding for all ages and other amusements.
Exactly. What I meant, it's a bit this amusement theme of this horse riding place. Yeah, just some new props scattered throughout the map. This is just a collection of them.
Oh. I already see a creepy doll on the side. Actually, I've seen a bunch of questions about Easter eggs. I'm sure we have a bunch new on the new map.
We have a bunch of them. Yeah, definitely. Go and search, go and find them all.
Yeah, and make sure to post them on our socials so we can see that you actually found them.
The mining carts, a new asset for the coal mine. This is for dressing interior spaces, so some more a little bit luxurious items for the plantation home, for example.
Globe.
Gotta have a globe.
Oh, a gym. How nice.
The prison gym.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's just a bunch of that fish.
Yeah. Just for additional environment dressing.
Oh, it's a saddle.
Yeah, this is also for a shop. Again, more of this. This is actually a beautiful shot. More of this really nice furniture for the interior dressing of the more rich places in the map.
Yeah, it's same another.
Yeah, it looks almost like a photo.
Yeah. Actually, like I seen some people asking if when we show the map pictures, if they are real pictures or from the game.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That's the biggest compliment. Yeah, and these are some new lampposts for Upper DeSalle. Again, following the theme a little bit. You know, our lamps so far were only just like on wood logs, and were more like rustic and simple. And this is more elaborate, more fancy. This is Upper DeSalle.
Okay, and I think that's basically the biggest portion of our showcase for today, but we have some additional information to share with you guys, especially for today. So it's very important that I know that some of you already seen that it's on the test server already, actually. So after you download it, you can play already. And very, very important point that free exploration is available. We don't have trials just yet, but you can go there and explore freely without other players if you want to, just to look around the map. It's available for you, so make sure to try that out as well if you just want to go through the map and look at the compounds, but no trials on the test. Another very important point is maybe you guys remember that for Lost on Delta, we had a beta phase, but since obviously the game came out of early access, it's full release, our standards are somewhat different. So we don't have a beta phase anymore for this map. So after the test servers, it will be on live. So no month long or multiple months long beta phase for this one. And yeah, we just want to also shout out our external testers that helped a lot with obviously testing the map, finding the issues, and working together with us to get the map in the best shape possible for you guys to enjoy on the test server right now.
Actually, we've got a lot of feedback, but also it really helped us to already get some early data on the map itself, how it would play. Here's an example of player movement, so a heat map where you can see that it's it was exactly what we were looking for, very organic distribution over the map. Obviously, it's focused around the compounds, but there's no big dead spaces, but there's also no hugely high traffic spaces in between. So this is exactly what we were looking for, and this external play tests gave us some really good, not only feedback but also information that we could track in the background, which we'll also do on the test server. So play it, give feedback, and make sure that your voice is heard, and we can get the map as ready as it can be for the live server release.
Yes, Tom said, please make sure to test the test servers. Actually, I mean, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you want to, because it's a huge change. And yeah, just leave your feedback on Discord, on our social channels, on Reddit even, and we appreciate all constructive criticism as well as all the positive feedback. Issues you find, make sure to send it to us with videos or as much detail as you can, and then obviously we are looking into those as quickly as possible. And yeah, we thank you for your patience with the new map. I know you guys been very eager to actually play it and see it, but as we said, it's now on the test servers already, so here's your chance. And yeah, we are very grateful for you guys to sticking with us for so long and waiting for it to be there. And for those who are asking when is it on live, obviously it depends on the test servers, so how smooth the testing goes, and according to that it will go on live. But obviously we will announce everything and keep you guys updated as well. And yeah, so now if you have any questions about the new map in specific, it's your time to ask it. And after we go through the short Q&A section, which we'll keep quite short for today, we will actually have a map gameplay stream with Tom himself and Rick or Iceman 2K, our community manager, and myself, so you will be able to see the new map in action. But until then, yeah, let's see if you guys have any questions for the new map. Oh, how many Easter eggs do we have on the new map? A lot.
A lot. We have a lot. I mean, we're never shy to take any opportunity we get to put Easter eggs. It's I know that level design, also environment arts, used every chance they got to put them in. So there's a lot to look out for. I don't have a fixed number.
Someone asking if you can explore the map with buddies. I think that you can only do that alone. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Trials exploration is only solo, yes.
Yeah. About the new event, no, this map is not tied to a new event or anything like that. And the event we mentioned, you will have to find out about a bit later, so that's not right now. I'm not sure if you guys also have some collected questions on Discord, possibly.
So on Discord.
Or yeah, because I think some of our moderators collected some for us.
Is it 100% chance to get the new map on test server? Yes. I'd assume it is, right? We're not doing random. I think it will be 100% because it's all about the map. I have another question here. Will there be generators on the compounds? Yes. Every compound will have a generator. Then lots of questions about the bowl. That's not one for me.
Yeah, as I said, guys, you have to find out about that a bit later on, but it's not tied to the new map, and that's all I can say for that right now. But obviously, we will be back with more dev streams, not so far away. So just keep an eye out on that.
Also, how much does this DLC cost? Well, nothing. New maps. It's not a DLC. It's free. It's there. You can play it. No hidden. How you say? No hidden costs whatsoever.
Exactly. So I see some questions about performance. Does it differ on the new map compared to the other ones, or how is it done?
I mean, we have our performance targets, of course, like our set limits for like polycounts and things like that. And yeah, we try our best to optimize the map so it runs on the same target hardware. So hopefully it does not differ. But we will find out also with what data on the test server. Of course, it will be played with much bigger variety of hardware and so on. And but our goal is, of course, to achieve the exact same performance.
Awesome. Some people ask, like, for example, can you get on top of all the buildings, or just some of them, or how does it exactly work? Because of the verticality, we showed a lot of huge compounds, and like, how far can you go up on those? Or maybe that's more for Tom, actually.
Sorry.
The question was how. So if you can climb most of the buildings, or how can you go up on the roofs compared to the other maps? And because like we saw that the compounds and buildings are huge, so.
So that's the point. Is the compound themselves already offer a lot of vantage points and high positions, like the tower in prison, or in the mill compound. You could see that there was a big tower where you can get up in the top. So we try to offer very high up points, but not necessarily. And since the compound's already that big and huge, it doesn't make sense to also make the roof accessible for the majority of them. So there will be vantage points, there will be high locations in almost all of them, because verticality again was king for this map, but not all the roofs will be accessible.
Awesome.
I have a question here. Will the new map feature fog? Yes, it will come with all the currently available time of days.
Oh, it's actually a good question. If like it's more kinda lore, or at least location oriented. Like the other two maps are in the Louisiana Bayou, but where is this map located, like contextually?
We don't have an exact geographical location, to be honest.
But is it the same location or a different one? Because the two are kind of.
In reality, there is nothing like this landscape in Louisiana. So we are a little bit more towards the Midwest, but we don't have one exact location which we mimic.
Cool.
I have a question here. Are there any compounds with multiple boss locations on the map? For this one, not. No. It's every compound more or less follows the same rules, where it's one boss arena and then multiple side buildings, and yeah.
For those who asked about the new AI, well, we have the new AI variation, which is the new minor grant that you already seen, but there's currently no other new AI on the new map. It's just a huge new map.
Yeah.
Is there lore attached to map? Of course, like we have lore for each compound, I believe. So
yes.
There's always a bunch of lore.
So we work together with the narrative team, and all of the compounds have a little, I mean, story would be too much, but there's like a reason why maybe this family owned this certain industrial complex and so on. So there's lore attached to it, of course, yeah.
Okay, I mean, I think that's most of the questions, and I guess the others we can just see live in the gameplay segment. So
I have one more question here, where somebody
ahead.
asked if double boss pit compounds missing means there's also no double clue compounds. No, it's still the same rule set as with the old maps, where it's 3 POIs and 13 compounds, and the POIs will still have the double clue.
Yes, the new map is on test servers already, and yeah, so right now we're gonna take a small break of 10 minutes, and then we actually gonna continue with Tom and Rick or Iceman with the gameplay segment, where we're gonna play the map for a few hours or so, so you guys can actually see it in action and hang out with us a bit. So thank you, Stefan and Tom, for all the amazing context and all the images and the presentation. I think it was really fun.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was really awesome. I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy to finally be able to present the hard work of the team.
I'm happy to finally play it. Ooh,
that as well, yeah.
I've been craving it.
So yeah, I enjoyed it very much. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. And yeah, we will be right back in a few minutes with some gameplay. So don't go anywhere. And yeah, we will be back in a few minutes. And see you on the new map. Hey everyone, we are back with a gameplay segment. We have Iceman joining us. Hey Rick, Iceman 2K.
Everyone.
Hey everyone, and obviously Tom, our level designer that you just seen in the stream. And we are going to play some matches together on the new map.
And by that, what you mean, Benta, is we're going to troll the hell out of Tom while he carries us. So
we are basically gonna make it very hard for Tom to play the game. This is what I meant. But yeah, and you guys can also see all the 1.6 changes in the menu and everything else. You can see the stars. I think the save is from a few months ago. I mean the copy from live to test. So your data may be not exactly accurate, but you will have a lot of blood bonds and $100 to play with. And yeah, let's ready up. Also important to mention that the skill-based matchmaking is actually not working on the test, so everyone is just in the same bracket. Well, so I'll be using push to talk. I'm already using push to talk, so if my teammates don't hear me, then it's because of that. But you guys are open microphones, so feel free to talk anytime.
okay, cool. Hi everybody. Also, hey Tom, how you doing today, my man?
Oh, you're muted actually, Tom.
Tom's muted. Oh, am I muted? You muted me,
I'm
did
muted,
you?
yeah. It's like,
Tom's muted,
I have a toggle mute. I always keep forgetting about it. But yeah, no, I'm doing fine. People are good responses to the map.
Yeah,
excited.
I'm sure you guys have just like been dying to kind of get this stuff out there for everybody to see. So I'm sure this dev stream was like just an awesome thing for you guys. So this is your first dev stream with us, though, isn't it? Actually, Tom.
Yeah, it is. I'm really looking forward to get my ass handed to me live.
Yep. Yep. I have a funny feeling many in the community are going to be hunting us today. So.
Yeah, and yeah, Tom is actually a really good player. Just saying that, just to put him under some pressure. So
yeah, at least we have the advantage that we know the map already, while the people are still exploring. You know, so
that is
knowing
slightly
it
true.
is
Well, okay, me and you might know it a little bit, Tom, but Ben's is basically in the same boat as everybody else.
I played a few times, but like not like crazy, man. But we got into a game really quickly, so.
Well, you know, we have about 3K people on the test server right now, so. I'm not. Yeah. Last time I checked, just before we came on to gameplay, we had 3K hitting on test server, which is absolutely
Let me just change
awesome.
the graphics to the maximum for everyone.
Yeah. I have to say to everybody who's already jumped on, thank you so much. You have no idea how much this stuff helps us. You know, we're gonna have this on test for a little bit, and the more people that play it, the more data we get, the more telemetry we get, and the more it's going to make sure that we get this out in the best state possible that we can for the live servers. So already, thank you to everybody who's already taken the time. And yeah, you never know. Maybe we'll see you in the game and shoot you, or shout at you to tell us not to shoot us, one or the other.
This is gonna be a Rick talking stream until he can't hear me, so. But we're gonna be really good, but I can't wait to face all the streamers killing us in like 1 second.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is Fort Walden, which shown off the stream. And as you can see, you can actually walk up the walls on the sides, as we mentioned. And just so you guys see, here's the new map. We are actually on the small bounty right now. And here's the bonfire. Looks even better in real life. Oh, by the way, who is who? Just so I know.
Who is who? So I am using the prodigal daughter.
You are both prodigal daughters, so.
Are we? Brilliant.
Are we going up to prison?
I'm 3.
You're 3, okay.
Prison or Sisters Estates?
I'm just following Tom. Oh, a new tingy thingsy.
You angry doggos.
I think Tom actually likes playing aggressively, like differently than Dennis. So it won't be as bad when we shoot everything and make a lot of noise.
Someone's after asking, are we working in a guitar store? I wish. That would be like a dream, you know. Although actually, when I say that, it's like I used to work at a guitar store quite a long time ago. But no, we are all guitarists though, so we're all musicians by the looks of it.
The guitarist for me is an overstatement.
Guitarist for you is an overstatement. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benson, you're mainly a drummer, right? Drummer and singer, yeah.
Yeah, drummer mainly, yeah.
And you, Tom, you're all about the guitar, yeah?
Yeah, but more nowhere near as good as you might think.
There's people close by.
Alright. It's in 7.
You guys can see the vertical
Sisters.
too, like just like overall.
Seven Sisters. No. No,
Yeah, I'm just going wherever Tom goes, basically.
Yeah, you're just following
I'm
him
like a
like a
puppy.
headless chicken right now.
Exactly.
So.
Oh, we'll just go over
Back
there.
with the sparks, always
See
the
what's
sparks,
going on.
guys. Like my favorite gun
No,
by far.
he's afraid. He wants you to hold his hand going over there, so he
Oh,
doesn't
that
get lost.
looks friendly. Yeah, to be fair, that's true. But at least I can be your bullet sponge, so.
Man, I just
And,
love
like, there's
standing
so
over
much
here
from
and
up
looking
here.
over. Yeah, this is just incredible to see so much of the map in one go from an area like
Yeah.
this. Absolutely
Special ammo
beautiful.
damage. If you watch the 1.6 stream, we had some buffs as well as nerfs to some of the special ammo. So just make sure to watch that, and then you can find out all about that. Fourth map, I don't know. I'm not the right person to ask, but you know, maybe. How many new assets? I mean, as you can see, like most of the things are new, so like the whole environment feels completely new.
One of the other things I like about the verticality is, you know, in a sense, it's a lot more places to fall off of.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if you push someone the right way and they panic.
Up,
And,
Scotty.
We're leaving Rick outside.
hey, you guys.
Well, it was about bullying Tom, but we actually ended up bullying you.
Yeah. I feel all left out now. You guys, you suck.
Guys,
I see
boss
someone
is here.
asking.
I can take the
ask-
clue before. Never mind.
I see
We
somebody.
don't need the money.
Just going to answer a question someone who's brought up there, just asking about rain. Rain is a tough one. Rain is incredibly intense. Right now there are really no plans for it due to some engine constraints, really. So while having rain would be incredible and awesome, it's not something that we're working on right now.
Okay, I need like something better than a shovel. I feel like that's not the best. Let me out. So, what do you guys think from the first look? Isn't it like super cool? I just freaking love it. And there's my sledgehammer, what I was looking for. Oh, it's that, so never mind.
Do we just go to the region, or do you guys want to stay here?
I would stay. I'm just walking around meanwhile, just showing people stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ben shows off. We'll deal with whatever.
Yeah, when I get a shot from 100 meters. While showing off the horse riding area.
We'll let you run around a bit, and I'll head on up to Moses Poultry.
There's a lot of dead horses here, I'm sorry.
I'll just put
I'm not
some-
killing the
some
live
traps.
ones. But yeah, we ran through it. It's cool. I haven't heard, like, I think I heard some shots earlier on, but not anymore. Looks amazing. Yeah, I think so too. Is that you?
Yep. I just suck at hitting shots, so.
Yeah, I haven't fired my gun, and it's better that way.
Well, I want people to come and fight us, so.
Okay. I mean, I hear people from around the prison area.
Well, it's kind of far, though.
Yeah. Oh my god, this line of sight from here to the prison is crazy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Like, yeah, the view is like so beautiful. Oh my god, guys. And like these buildings too, like so cool. But I should probably go to my teammate. I kind of got lost. Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, the event and all about
Absolutely
what is the
nowhere near the
bow
clue.
and
Just kinda, like,
the
ran around the
hunters.
compound because it's just
I
like, no, this looks too nice.
can't really tell you, but just yeah. So we're
Whose
gonna
crows were
grab the
they?
crew for stab beak, eh? Crows were me. Verticality, yeah. That's still you, right?
Yeah, it's me. Sorry, run out of
No,
stamina.
no, it's fine. I just. You open the map again? Yeah, sure. So as you can see, we are on the southwest area.
So I found a clue in a chicken coop. That's. Is that you, Ben?
Wow.
No, that's.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Hank-
I'm the only one that looks different, so it's easy to spot.
Oh, you're the plague doctor. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there's a bunch of that chicken here. Actually. Yeah, actually.
Oh, wow.
Let's die to an emulator. I want to find some minor grunts, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's an fishery.
I was just gonna say that sounds like fishery.
Yeah, it would be nice to fight some people now. I'm ready. Oh no. Not the knife. Leave me alone, dude. Okay.
Yeah, the boss is here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Cool.
No, I clearly said scrap beak. Guys, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, that's
Yeah, people around there.
King Snake towards
But it's
King Snake
pretty
and Stanley
far.
Coal Mine.
But there's closer to the boss
Okay.
arena as well.
We're in danger of getting sandwiched here now, guys.
Boss just died.
The whole area looks like so cool. It's crazy. Oh, so the team is already in there. And so many like little mountains and little... I mean, I don't know any angles, guys. I haven't tested as much as obviously Tom, so it's very new to me as well. So we are going it through together. And yeah, about the skins, like as we said earlier, like they are event exclusive, that you may be able to unlock them,
one.
but like we can't say for the. Can you ping?
Oh, they're just
Calling you.
inside. Can't
Ah.
really ping. Oh, people behind me.
I'm
Somebody
here
died.
too. Oh
They're
my
in
god,
this
such
forest.
large areas.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
we're between two teams basically.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm kind of pushing around more from the south side.
did you get hit from the compound? Okay, that's getting kinda close here. Please, please tell me it's not Archie or something like. Oh, a little wine cellar. Yeah, I'm with you, Tom. Well, right now everything is on high settings and
Oh,
1440p.
dude, I'm so bad. It's right there. Hacked him. Ran into the forest.
Nice,
Got
one dead.
Dead
Nice one.
here. Behind the hill.
You have such an advantage here,
shit.
actually.
Hacked him.
Someone else is
Sorry.
closer.
I have someone over near me as well.
They're flanking left.
Ooh,
Hacked her.
where was
Right by
she?
the ruins. Yeah, right there.
No!
I feel like this is our first wipe here. Ooh. Okay, I'm good still. No, guys, no event. It's just gonna be on test server, and it's when it's after the testing phase,
one.
it will go live. Nice.
Nice.
If you can come closer here, we are like 2v1 basically.
So, dude.
Yeah, try to get that last guy.
Oh my god, like there's so many buildings here. I mean rocks.
Hey, you must be on top of that rock somewhere behind it.
Can you ping?
Yeah, like here.
To the left. Heard him. Mm-hmm.
Can he climb up on this mountain? There's another one there too.
Yeah, you see the white ramp? That's where you can go up.
This way, I think.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ouch. I see one actually, but... But rip.
Nice. Nice try.
People actually trying out the new Bornheim match. It's nice to see. It was actually buffed, so it's cool. No, we will die a lot, guys. Don't worry. It's all planned like that, just to show off the new death screen. Obviously, I forgot to click on the after match stats, but you know, you could do that as well. How long is the testing phase? Well, the testing phase will
Just say thank you to Rampart there. He's said that a couple of times, and yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you for all the good luck.
Yeah, so here you can see the new match summary screen basically, so where you can see the teams that killed you, had the bounty and etc. if you haven't seen it already on test. Like you can see that was a baller team right there that killed us. It's cool. Oh, I actually already prepared a hunter, so good. Last
do we want to go
until
through a couple of questions, if there are any?
yeah, I'm already answering some. So the testing phase is basic. I mean, when it goes live, it depends on the test, really.
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah,
it looks, how it feels, and from all the feedback we get. So
Yeah, well, it's like it's not going to be a week and done. You know, it does need a little bit of time. So we'll make sure to keep everybody in the loop as we go along. But yeah, it's, you know, we got to give it some time on test. It really does need the attention. I mean, like we've done a hell of a lot, but the only way to really get a proper grasp on what's going on is to have massive amounts of people playing it in one go, and that's what we have right now, and that's what we need to have throughout the duration of the test server. So once we have a better idea, we'll definitely be sure to let everyone know. So like one of the best ways of finding out is join our Discord, follow our all of our socials, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, and they are the first places that you are ever going to see new stuff
Irish,
and
yes.
announcements about when it's coming to live.
you can also ready up.
And yes, I am Irish. I am very, very, very Irish. So
Okay, one for Tom. When you when we design a new map, what do you think is the biggest inspiration? What inspires you the most? Or
What inspired? Like, so
Hard
many
question.
facets. Yeah, it's a hard question. I mean, there's different inspirations that go into it. Obviously, for me as a level designer, for the individual compounds, I see each individual compound as its own kind of map within a bigger map. So each individual compound for me needs to play unique, needs to have certain features that others don't have, and just basically needs to play like a I mean, I come from Counter-Strike, right? This is what my first competitive shooter game I started with, which is for a lot of people, I would say, and it needs each compound in itself needs to feel like a Counter-Strike map for me. And then in between spaces, there's just many things. I play a lot of Hunt. I've played Hunt since early access, even before I started working on it. And yeah, it's just I take a big inspiration out of Hunt, out of the existing two maps that I wasn't a huge part of. Especially the first map was already out and done. The second map, I helped a bit to rework some things that didn't work so well from the launch. And now the third map, I've been there from scratch, and hunt was a big inspiration, as bland as it sounds, but having played a bit, I feel like I know what works and what doesn't, but yeah, there's many facets to it. I don't know.
I think that was a really good answer, actually.
Yeah. Quick question for you, Tom. So, like, we know from previous maps, like, certain people are have been given specific sections of the map to design themselves. So, was there any that you specifically had the pleasure of just mainly just focusing on one map or one compound or anything like that, or several compounds? Is there anything you can kind of go, yeah, that's me?
We split them up basically, and so we have a level owner or a compound owner for level design and for art. But obviously we also help each other out and give each other feedback. So it's a very mixed bag. But you take responsibility for, in my case, it's 3 compounds. It's the Stanley Coal Company, the Heritage Pork, and the Plantation. If I got the names correct, I hope.
Yeah, you did.
Basically, the 3 ones up north, and but yeah, and then there's one owner from art side, and every level designer takes a couple of compounds under their belt. Yeah.
Did someone just die around us, or I think I heard that sound.
Sorry, I have an
you
emulator
die
right now. What?
Wait, did someone? Oh, Rick DC'd, I think. Because I just heard him dying and his camera froze.
His camera froze. Oh,
in the
no.
best spot, yeah. Yo, I think he has internet DC. Rest in peace, Rick. It's
Imagine he didn't actually DC, he just stays like this to troll us. He's like,
oh, and just alt F4 with the hunter. Yeah.
I just froze him. Yeah.
Frozen in time and space. He can just rejoin the call, hopefully. So did you say you actually worked on this compound then?
No, this one I didn't. Only in the very beginning, but then we had Tim join our level design team, and he took it over from me.
If I hit the head, wait, let's do
only the
one.
very first blockouts of it, but it's changed completely since then.
Oh, you killed it. I wanted to show the choke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Oh god, the whole camera setup is messy now.
Oh, Rick, come back, yeah. Only my camera is good now, so I'm sorry, but at least you guys can see me. That's obviously the most important anyway. Just kidding. We use Discord for the calls, so it messes up a bit. And also, I think my sensitivity is very different. I have to change a bit.
I just have to sit like this. Wait, hold on.
Because it's different than live and it feels off. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I can't really change it. I just can't really change it in action, I'm sorry. Right. No problem, Rick. Just join back the call when you can, and then it will fix everything. Yeah, we are in duos and trios, but that's okay. You count as 2 people. No, it's slightly different because I mean the MMR on test is slightly different than on live because it's an older copy of your live profile. So basically what you had at one point at live, like I think a month or 2 ago, that's copied here. For example, I'm 3 prestiges lower on test than on live, and I think Tom is much lower as well. Our KD is different, so basically everything is different, but the matchmaking rating doesn't really matter anyway because on test server there's no matchmaking right now, so you get your values, but the match won't be based on your matchmaking rating anyway, so it won't matter for test that much. Oh, it looks so nice though. Look around, guys. Yeah. That's also why my settings are like different. So it feels a bit odd to aim. It's a bit slower. Have to change. Just give me a sec. I have to change some sensitivity. Let's try 1.8. Oh no, ground. Aim down sights. Okay. Okay, it's a bit better. That's bad. Oh, look at this.
What's so white?
This is the water wheel here. Can I also go down with the water wheel, or do I just fall down?
No. Just
Oh, I
up.
cannot go down. Okay. Aw. Don't with stamina shot. Yes. Oh, that was your trap?
Ah, real nice, real nice.
Oh, that's what you pinged. Okay, I went to your ping. Because I was like, wait, what did you
yeah,
ping?
no, all good.
Oops. Well, at least it still works. Well, that was a perfect bait because I was like talking to chat that you pinged, so I thought it's some money or something. Oops. You baited what?
Yeah, it was just my secret plan to ramp up my kill count on you, you know.
Yeah, it's okay. Minus 500 EXP for you, anyway. Trials, yeah, later on. Right now we don't have trials, so if you go into trials, it's just gonna be
There we go.
you can just explore the map basically freely, which is also very nice. Oh, this is the area that you've seen in the teaser, the second teaser, when the hunters walk here with explosive ammo, and then yeah. Come on, don't clip it, and it's not funny. That didn't happen, and it was not my fault. Oh, people.
Okay. Oh, come back in.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I'll. Can I go up here? Ew, I actually. Oh my god! Okay, I see your other traps. Nice.
Yeah.
I almost killed. That was an off though, so.
Yeah, if you see a barrel, probably a good idea to be careful around it.
So you really
They're coming
like
through the
trapping
water,
them?
actually.
There's a blueprint.
I like trapping barrels. Yeah, best way to kill people. So evil.
For some reason, my camera is not showing for you, BD.
Well, it's not showing on Discord for me.
No, I turned it on.
I just see your icon.
Yeah, 1 second now.
At least we can hear you now.
Yeah, I mean, that's something at least. Okay, I'm gonna drop out again and drop and join
Blues
back.
are red,
Give me
yeah.
1 sec.
Yeah, we will die to an automat soon anyway. Okay.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, there's only one team to 90.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Throwing.
Oh no, there's another
Maybe,
West
couple.
75 below us too. Oh, and apparently behind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we are actually surrounded by teams from every side.
I'd expect nothing
And I
less.
lost a big chunk, so... Oh, someone died.
Oof. Yeah, on the White House here, from the after team, someone died. Another team coming in. Explosive
Yeah,
ammo,
there's like
real
3
nice.
teams around us right now.
Right below us.
Yeah, it's a shotgun. He's pushing.
Dynamite.
Oh, there's 3. Fuck. At least I landed a shot.
Oh, one's really close to me.
Yeah, there's 2. Oh, right outside or 3. Careful. Yeah. One has a Dolch, one has a Bornheim, and one has a...
Insta-burning too.
The test server, if you have Hunt,
Okay,
you can
they're
find
both
it...
sides. They're everywhere.
Yeah, it was 3 teams. If you have test server, if you have Hunt, you can find the test server right on your Steam. It's gonna be called Hunt Showdown and test server in a bracket. You can just download it freely. So the new map is already available for those that are late. You can already play it on test right now.
Ben,
So
sir,
you can
can you
join-
click on the chat screen to make me show up again, please?
Oh, okay. I think it works now.
Hi everyone, I'm back. Does it?
Rick
Yes,
is by.
it does.
Oh, I have to invite you.
Nope.
I think.
Yeah, you have to invite me again. But yeah, whenever there's a bug in Discord, if you disconnect like that, it has to.
Yeah, I didn't know. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I only realized because I messaged Ari on the side and he told me.
Invited you now.
Awesome. Accepted.
Pickle Rick returned. By chat.
Yep. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Pickle Rick. Bub-a-dub-a-dub-dub.
You can actually sound like Rick from.
I can if I do it properly, yeah, but it's like really, really, really loud.
New map looks very nice. I mean, that compound looks so nice in the night setting, I think.
I think a couple of people said hi to me along the way. Alfred Tilfolly, hey man, I hope you're doing good, and a few other people. Hello
Yes,
to all of you. I
synchronized
hope all you
punishing.
guys are having a fantastic day and enjoying the gameplay so far. And enjoying the map so far.
Yeah, 31.5 gigabytes in totals.
Ooh,
Nice loadout by Rick. Dolch,
is there a
Bornheim.
specific part of the map that I'm most proud or happy of?
Question, yeah.
I'm actually really glad that we
No, you
managed
can't
to
see
get the
specific,
river
it's
in
just a range.
south of Church, because I love the river on the first map. I was really sad not to have an actual flowing river on the second map, and I'm so glad we got it in for the third map, because I'm craving that. It's so cool. So I'm
That's
just
awesome.
glad we have it. But generally, there's so many places I can't put my finger on one of them. But yeah, the river. If it would have to be one place, I'm glad that we did manage to get that one in.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Someone asks, have you gotten have any of you secretly put your names or initials or anything like that anywhere in the map?
There is a chalkboard with all the faces of all the level designers somewhere.
Okay, interesting. So we had something like that as well with some. I remember seeing some of the artist names in Lawson somewhere. So I was kind of interested to see where you guys in this one, you know.
Oh, did we spawn here last game as well? I think so.
No, was it last
Yes.
game? I don't know. I disconnected last game, so I have no idea.
Yeah, we spawned here.
You always spawn.
You
yeah,
died.
yeah.
Oh, did your internet die or?
Yeah, my whole internet just dropped completely. It was like, yeah, nope, not having you. But I don't know. I had to
That's no
completely
problem.
reset it and wait like 10 minutes for it to come back online. It was slightly good timing because actually a shelf I bought, like a shelving unit that's going to go behind me, or just arrived. So it was like
Let me
kind of
put
good
this
timing.
on for you guys. I've seen some
Kind
of
of
you
bad timing though,
asking.
because we're in the middle of a dev stream. But you know what I mean.
Okay, you're good.
Oh my god, right? This is hard.
Up here.
Hey, I just put on the FPS and ping so you guys see. I get basically the same as on the other maps, but streaming, so it's nothing new. And look at these mountain, how you can climb off completely. It's really cool. Well, like my sensitivity is still kind of off. Oh, there's run written on the wall. Oh my god, Donemaker.
There's what?
Like there's like a
Run.
run
Oh, wow, yeah.
and like a doll maker. Yeah.
Damn. You guys really have a thing about the creepy hanging dolls all over the place and mannequins, don't you?
I didn't kill the horse, chat. It was not me.
I know someone who has a thing with it, yeah.
Yeah, the new timer for the all the shots came with 1.6, so you will be able to see the
so
antidote
the
and
new
stamina
timer's the
shot.
bottom left. There's one
Yeah,
for
I just said.
antidote. Yeah. Oh, you just said it. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
At the same
Never
time,
mind.
basically.
Don't always mute yourself so I can at least hear what you're saying sometimes.
Well, I just don't want to disturb Tom much.
It's
No,
okay.
you don't have to mute yourself. It's fine. I can mute you if I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, is that what are you shooting at?
I just killed the
There's
hive.
a meathead inside here.
Oh, nice.
That was not me killing the horse,
Okay.
still.
Okay, dude.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Can someone like divert him, then I take it?
Ah, he's gonna come from me.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Oh, did we go back for the money though?
Yeah.
Hello? Do I have bullet grubber? No.
Y'all need some bloodline XP?
Heck yeah.
Not really. No.
I take what I can get, even though I'm rank 100 here. Oh, you kill the dog first. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Fuck. Oh. Okay, I'm out.
Maybe it's something you can go into a bit later, Tom. But someone in the chat said that they're currently studying to get into level design and stuff like that. And do you have any tips for people that are interested in getting into it?
Do I have any tips? I mean, yeah, I studied myself, and then there's this thing on YouTube. It's called speed level design, but it's not really level design. It's basically just kit bashing. But that's how what I did for fun.
Okay.
In my spare time, basically, like every week, I would sit down for a couple hours and do a video. And that's how I actually landed my first job, because people just recruited me from that,
Nice.
which was
That's really
pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome.
It all went pretty natural from there.
Yeah, it's a bit more colorful because everything is obviously a bit red and orange hue. So it looks different.
The depth in these compounds is just insane.
Maybe that's so huge as well,
It's
yeah.
like
The boss is here. You can
Nice.
hear it.
I mean, look at this. Like, that's crazy. Oh my god.
yeah, it's just incredible, absolutely incredible. I love the like look up here, this tower up here.
Yeah.
The way it's crumbling apart. I mean,
What is like the thing is there's like so huge. Like
Cool.
the fights here would be so cool.
yeah, we're still white anyway.
Just gonna
So
go around it. No, we actually love killing horses in hunt. So there's no option to kill cows instead, I'm sorry.
Tom will have it killed before we even get in there.
But we put in a horse riding stable on this map, so there's even more horses, you know? He killed it
Yeah.
really fast.
Didn't even get into into it.
I climbed up to the top spot. It would be nice to sit here with a sniper. Although it's very open as well, so it's easy to get shot. It's really cool. And you can really parkour here as well. Tom, did the Hatfish arrive to the new map or not yet?
Yeah, he did. but I'm not gonna give any hints to where he is.
Yeah, so you guys have to find
He's
the
not,
hatfish.
he's not very well hidden though, but you'll find him. Yeah.
There's your answer. Hatfish is
By
here.
the way, don't go out the door underneath you or in. There's a trap right there. It's a pretty good one. It's pretty mean. Right
Oh.
there. Don't go.
Okay. And you've
Red
just told
barrel trap.
anybody that
just-
might be sniping us as well. So.
But just
I'm
wait 1
joking,
minute
I'm
until
joking.
Rick or I walk into it.
Yeah,
Because we
one of
forgot.
us is gonna walk through it, man. You know that.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Oh, Rick, you missed me dying to one of his traps last game.
Oh, was that what happened?
Oh, was it
Or-
this
Yeah.
door?
Huh? You don't even know which door it was anymore.
Oh no.
I'll maybe not bring
That's
him
my
to the
cue.
next one.
Let's go, boys.
No,
Let's...
it's fine.
Oh, fuck. Where is...
Bring them
Okay,
all
that's
you want.
there's
We'll just still
nothing.
end up, you know.
I'm
getting
actually
messed up by them.
scared. I don't want to
Shoot the
die
knife
again
down
like that.
there?
Oh yeah. Oh, it didn't die. Oops, I thought I killed him.
Oh, okay. No. I'll just see you.
Yeah, that was me.
Just curious. Okay.
You see any? Ooh, anywhere left?
Oh,
that
nice.
one.
There
Right.
Oh,
we go.
Rick
There we
found
go.
the trap! He found it!
Found it. To be fair, it doesn't really feel like an actual proper gameplay dev stream without me dying to a trap.
So it was a pretty good trap, wasn't it?
It was
We
fantastic.
found it!
Absolutely fantastic. That would have been amazing had anybody else hit it.
You clearly only died to demonstrate that it's very effective there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate the sympathy. Thank you. I hope I'm saying that right as well. Yeah, Rick 0, Bent 0, Tom and Barrels 2.
Very true. Oh, we're getting lost here though. Like, this prison is very big. Okay, found it.
I don't think people are actually playing the boss. They're just running around doing other stuff.
I
Probably.
think they're just trying to figure out the map, so like we have that little bit of an advantage at the moment, you know. Oh damn,
Yeah.
that's dark. Holy crap, you guys! Fucking hell.
And a mural eye, you never know.
I like the prison yard here with the weight lifts, the weights and everything like that.
Who is the enemy, Tom or Rick? And who is the ally? Bob Ross made it. Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, team, but 0.
Just one guy.
Yeah, right outside. Like he's very close.
Can you ping?
Can't really because he's outside, like here. Light on you, basically. If
He's
that's
at
you.
he's at the tower now.
Yeah, he's on the other side now.
Oh, he's right here.
Got him.
Nice.
He was alone, I think, by the way.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Coming in with cheap loadout.
GG, buddy.
As they said, it was not
where do you
exactly
want-
from
where
a
do you
real
wanna go?
location, but it was like a very unique plan for the map, and it's norther to the
Alright, sure.
other
Ooh,
maps.
what's he got? Springfield Marksman. Nah, I'll keep what I got. Ah, finally, some ammo.
Yeah, I mean, like if a teammate sets up a trap, I'm pretty much guaranteed to walk
Some
into it.
ducks towards sweeping. There are people coming for
Even
us.
if
I
they
think.
call it.
Yeah, there's a team right there on the white hut.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
I mean, it's very foggy.
Oh, I see ducks setting off over here.
Oh yeah,
It's two
there's
teams.
one over here as
There's two
well.
teams, yeah,
It's 4
two team.
people. It's 2 teams. Yeah. Act 1.
I can't see anything.
Oh, do I hear 2%?
I think you do.
It's nerfed on
I
this
also
update.
possibly have 2%. I was indulged precision, but still. No, actually.
One hit. Like behind there.
One dead, yeah. I think the other team's more on the other side of this. I'll scan.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, they're way back there.
Oh, it's a sniper.
Tag them, Billy. I'll go res.
Yeah, I'll be a
I
distraction.
think you can res. Unless he like.
Yeah, I tagged him. He needs to heal.
Be careful, it's a sniper. Nice job,
Okay.
thank you.
Oh, you got
Nice
him.
one.
Nice.
Yep.
Was that the. Because there was at least 2 more.
See, that's what happens when you time your shots, you know?
Yeah, 2 more.
Where?
Same direction. Right over there. Yeah, Billy behind the hill.
Oh, thank you for the compliments for the new map. I think it's really cool as well.
Oh, what? Oh, that was stupid.
Got one. One more. I think it's just Billy now.
I am out of dark side.
Saw him right behind this hill. Oh, yeah.
One is on the right side.
Yeah, saw him.
Yeah, I didn't kill
Oh,
him.
boy.
I feel like some
I'm
players
dead.
are a bit better than me here.
Oh,
Unlucky.
through the gap.
Nice.
Unlucky.
Spitzer as
I
well.
mean, that was such a
Nice
great
Mosin
shot, though.
sniper
Like,
spitzer
they are a
on
bit
dodge.
better than me,
What
okay?
a gamer, dude.
I'm not a gaming legend. Yeah. We are like not the gaming. I mean, at least Rick and I feel like we're not like gaming messiahs. Like maybe
Speak for
some people.
yourself. I'm, yeah,
Okay,
no, I'm
Rick
joking.
is a
I know,
gaming
I'm
messiah,
joking. No,
okay.
I'm not. I am not at all. What are you talking about?
It's just a regular test server. Oh, I have money to spend. Let's
Exactly.
get the best
We
stuff
have
ever.
the money is there, then why the hell not? I mean, it would be nice
No,
if
but
people did
PlayStation,
mix it up a little bit and just not use Spitzer, Dulce, and all that stuff. But hey, look, we get it. It's what happens when we throw 50k hunt dollars at people. I mean,
So the on consoles, the map will arrive around the time when it goes on live servers on PC. So not during the test. So there's no testing phase on console. Yeah, I need to get someone. I mean, you can just buy any hunters here though. A beast hunter, guys. Oh, I don't have it yet here on the test. It's interesting. Because yeah, it's not all unlocked yet here. Okay, then. Oh, I don't have my DLCs unlocked. Okay, then I can get my Christmas skin. Okay, actually, that's we can't put it in the first slot now, can we? It's nice to see all the weapons unlocked though. Almost.
yeah, we made sure to get the weapons and stuff, most of it anyway, unlocked for make sure we could utilize it on test properly.
Yeah, I should probably just get a dodge for testing purposes.
Oh, yeah, for testing purposes.
yeah.
That's why you want the dodge, sure.
Yes. With the patch on the map, yeah, they will come out at the same time. Is the graphic better? I mean, right now it's on max settings, so depends on your settings, really. Inler expression why hunters are killing each other. Actually, we do. But maybe go to the lore discussion channel on Discord, and I think people already discussed it there if you read a bit about it, but there's definitely... Actually, I could say there's a reason for every hunter uniquely why they hunt, and why they would maybe hunt other hunters or just the bounty. Saying we are good at the game is a bit extra, yeah, it just overestimates us a bit. But I can say that some devs are good at the game. But we do love playing it for sure. I will summon Archie triple dodge. I mean, yeah, I'm really good with the dodge actually.
And unmute yourself.
I mean, I'm not muted actually. I'm just pushed to talking, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just answering questions I see basically.
I know. Make sure we can hear too. We can join in the conversation.
Okay, maybe I switch to push to mute then.
It's probably better. Yeah.
Yeah, I will do it now. Chat, sorry because the cameras will be messed up for like 1 second until I change my yeah, if I knew how that works. Okay, someone has to like explain to me where that setting is to push to mute because I can't see it. I'm sorry. Chat, you have to help me and then I will change it. Okay, I couldn't find the setting, so I will need chat assistant. I can only see a voice activity or push to.
You need to assign a new button for it. So yeah.
Key buttons and toggle me. Okay,
just,
thank you.
You know.
Yeah, I will set it after the game, I guess. Okay, because like in the audio menu there was only a change for voice activity or
to be angry.
Chat, please.
So, Tom, question for you, man. What is your favorite loadout?
Come again? A lot of AI here.
What is your favorite loadout? Because it's been asked a couple of times in the
favorite
chat.
loadout?
Yeah. What is your
Ooh,
go-to?
it depends on the money I have.
Okay,
Lately, I've been
say
really
like
liking
now.
the Lebel.
Okay.
Lebel uppercut. I think my favorite gun is the uppercut out of all.
Cool.
Lebel uppercut was a lot. Mosin I like. I switch between Mosin and Lebel in like phases. Right now I'm on Lebel. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, what I really do like as well is
Boss is
Sparks
here.
and Bornheim. It's real cool. It is.
Sparks and
So,
Bornheim.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mix it up a lot.
Yeah, makes sense.
What is your favorite, Rick?
So I have a couple of different go-tos. I love using the Vetterli. I just love it. So that's one of the main ones. Vetterli uppercut is something I do tend to go to a lot. But more recently, I picked up this like from the last event. I picked up a very strange one. It's a compact, Springfield compact with half standard bullets, half half standard bullets, half explosive, and a hand crossbow double poison. And that is just, I have so much fun with that loadout. I tend to use it if I go solo, so I can keep as quiet as possible, but still, you know, be quite effective. And oh man, I've had some awesome fights against teams where I've come out on top just because, you know, using the crossbow to kind of like section off areas, make sure people can't go through them without getting hurt, poisoned, or anything like that. It's so they're my two go-tos at the moment. So Vetterli uppercut and Springfield compact hand crossbow.
Yeah, I've had a really long phase of spamming Winfield with high velocity ammo.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
fun.
so good. But I don't know. Lately, I've been enjoying the long ammo again more.
I think with this all, it kind of brings with it bringing that extra, you know, that increase to the long ammo. It kind of opens up a lot more, especially with the way the map is designed too. You know, in particular with snipers as well. You know, so that's something I'm really liking about this. And you know, long ammo is always fun to use. Never not have fun with that. What about you, BD? What's your favorite loadout, mate?
Sparks uppercut or Sparks packs always. And then I guess after Sparks it's Mosin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't really like playing with shotguns, for example, though.
Yeah,
I like
I'm not a
bringing
shotgunner myself.
I'm not huge into them, but every now and again I like bringing the old Romero hatchet along, you know?
Yeah, but I'm
Romero.
out of money and it gives me like a medium slot hunter. Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, and in those instances I'm like, hell yeah, I've got a Romero hatchet, you know? So, but yeah, no, I'm just generally quite bad with the shotguns. I like the long game. I tend to push far more than I should, so I really should maybe try shotguns a bit more. But yeah, no, for the most part,
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, shotguns are not too bad if you have like an uppercut at least, secondary. But otherwise, I don't like it. Rindage Romero. I mean, Romero is really strong, yeah, I agree. If I have to take a shotgun, I take Romero.
Interesting now to try and see where people are going to come from.
I mean, like 360 all around.
Well,
Yeah.
technically not. I mean, no one's going to come from north unless, you know, they were AFK at the start and now decide to run after us. So.
Or they are sneaky. Here's the new books if someone needs.
No, I don't think I took any ammo this time.
The best way to approach this compound is north through this office building, office part, I would say. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think people know it
Can I
yet.
go up here? No.
Well, they do now, thanks to you, Tom.
They do now, yeah. That's fine though.
Spectre?
No, it's okay. I mean, this is something we want to do,
That's
you
just
know.
my opinion as well. Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
I could be wrong.
I see your point, really. It's kind of it's quite a... Yeah, sneak around to the north. You've got a
That's
lot
the
of,
thing. It's like
lot of cover.
it's the best way in, but you have to go around it. So you have to go around the compound to get the best approach. If you just want to be fast about it, you can come from the south or the what is it, the east?
Was that
here we
you?
go. Nice, dude, nice.
So is that
Oh,
Tom?
there?
Is that Tom and Barrel
my
3?
Three.
That's 3 for Tom with the...
But like there at that random spot outside.
Yeah,
What?
of course.
Yeah,
Of
that's the
course,
best place
it's the
to put it.
best spot.
I mean, it is a good spot. Yeah.
Whoa, I just got one tap.
Oh, you just got
Yeah,
sniped.
maybe like
85 meters out.
oh my god.
Sounded like it was way north, no?
No, that
I already
was...
died more times to barrels this
Actually, it
game,
might have
like with
been.
the stream than ever before.
I don't even know, actually.
What gun?
Sparks Sniper.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you like know all the locations for the good like barrel spots, and we actually prove that they are pretty good.
Yeah.
Areas.
He's close. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, 2 of them.
2 of them. Yeah.
West 270.
One hit.
3 of them.
Here's my trap. I remember that.
Throwing dynamite.
He's there. Oh, there's a sniper. Oh. Well, okay.
All right. It's all on you, Tom.
I was actually
no.
hiding, but they are pretty good. Because there's a trap in front of you, actually.
Nice.
Be careful. Oh, nice. FOV 103. Tommy's Gamer Messiah, guys, actually. It's really good. Oh, you guys could see the new dark side there.
Oh shit.
He's gonna walk into my trap and dry. Just watch.
Dude.
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
You went
Man,
Good
outside.
try, good try though.
Loved watching you there with all the around, running around getting around them. Like that's it's so awesome to see all of the different variety that we've given with these new compounds. The ability to be able to have so many different approaches, even on like attack and defense. So that was really cool seeing you run around there.
Map size is the same, yes, as the other two maps.
Yeah, also since the compounds are a lot bigger, there's just more. We just had a lot more freedom to make ways around it. So you have multiple ways to circle around a compound, like a very inner kind of small circle, an outer ring. Then outside of that outer ring, there's like it's just the space also gives us a lot more options.
Let's try out the Dodge nerfs.
Which compound was the most difficult to design this map?
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
I would say it's probably the two towns because, I mean, we had a very strong vision for them from the beginning, but it was definitely the more risky thing because our vision was, and the goal was to have the two compounds kind of feel like one. We wanted them to feel like one town with, but technically still two compounds with two separate boss areas, you know, so they have to work as two compounds but feel like one, and that was probably the most challenging.
Right. Makes sense.
So some people asked after you guys said your favorite loadout. What is the loadout you hate playing against?
Playing against.
I'm just gonna say Dosh. Hate it.
I mean,
not gonna be dishonest about it. I'm glad that the nerf is here.
yeah.
I just hate it.
I mean, can't really say I've ever been a huge fan of coming up against adults, you know. But generally, honestly, one of the ones I hate the most is the Spark Sniper. Because I die all the time. Like the people that I generally come up against are just crack shots, and yeah, I'm just useless against it. So that would be.
Yeah, I actually wanted to say snipers as well. I hate playing against snipers. It's just like really annoying. But you die from like super long distances and like you didn't even see anyone, and it just feels bad.
For me, it's the Dolch because the Dolch is good in almost, or was. I mean, it's still good, but it was very, very good in almost every scenario. It was good close up. It was good medium distance. It was even good long distance sometimes. Not super long distance, but it could still be good at longer distances. Whereas if I'm up against a sniper and I know I'm up against a sniper, I can play around that. If I'm up against a shotgun, I can play around that. I can react. But the Dolch is just, you know, the other person has a Dolch. Just there's nothing that changes for you about it. You just know that you're gonna have a hard time no matter what.
And how do you feel after the nerfs now that like so much has been changed?
A bit better. I mean,
yeah. I think
it's still you can still be two tapped though, but yeah, sorry, no, go ahead.
But
I mean, you
almost
have to be,
wrong,
you like, I mean, the thing is like the main point with the Dolch is that it is, for the time and for the time period, it was a very, very powerful gun. So it is supposed to be powerful. But we did realize that there was a bit of a touch too far on the powerfulness of it, you know? So me personally, having played around with the Dolch a little bit more since we put it on test and having come up against it a bit more often, I think it's in its much better place, and I think people are probably going to be a lot happier.
It's in a good space now, yeah.
Yeah.
For the price, it's good that it's still a powerful gun for sure.
Yes, yeah. I mean, because we need to make sure
it used to be.
It was a little, yeah. I'll even agree on that. It was a little bit, just that little bit too good sometimes. Yeah, exactly. So there, like we said in the patch notes as well, there were instances where it was. You know, in a lot of different instances, it was just, I won't say an automatic win, but close enough sometimes, you know. So
yeah, I was more afraid of the Dolch than the Aftermath or Nitro or whatever is up in this price range.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I think what's important now is for the community to kind of get their hands on it on test and actually, you know, have a few more interactions with and against it, and hopefully they'll see exactly what we see now, that it is in a much better place. You know?
Much better place. Yeah.
Could we maybe go towards upper and lower DeSalle just to show that part of the map off as well?
Sure, yeah.
Because we always spawned on the same side so far.
True.
Yeah, I just want to show as much of for you guys as possible for the new environment.
It's already been posted on Reddit, so.
What's this?
It's a really nice Easter egg around here.
Is there?
Yeah, I love it. Like, we could go there, but I don't know if we want. I don't know how you guys feel about it. No.
No, unless we find it like naturally, we shouldn't show it, I think.
Okay. No, we won't come across it naturally. Oh, it's so good though.
Okay.
I love the idea and the execution. It's just brilliant.
Damn, I want to know now.
Yeah, same. Oh, the bonfire looks so cool from the distance.
Oh yeah. Oh, now. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Oh, that looks really cool.
When we are at the shipyard, we haven't seen that on stream either yet.
Oh, the boss is here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Why are we always first to the boss?
I think you maybe know
what's
something,
going
Tom. You know?
Tom, we told you no admin panel on the stream. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do it real quick. You can already go towards lower DeSalle. Let's not stay here this time.
I mean, we haven't seen this compad in there, so we can show this. So,
Yeah.
the move.
I think there might have been a new death sound for the hunters. I'm not 100% sure.
Are there? I haven't heard
Yeah,
that.
no, I
If
think
there-
because there was something in the trailer, and I believe I heard it in the game as well. I believe there is for the male. There might be a slightly new or adjusted death sound.
we can't say anything about ray tracing yet or other features. It's very technical and yeah, we don't really.
I'm not gonna place any traps this
consider-
much. I don't feel like it anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a disadvantage than. Oh, and cute cat, I can
I
just see.
think I
it in the
have
back.
stumbled across some people. Yep.
Can you ping?
Where I am on the map. So.
Yeah, but like which direction?
Are they inside the building?
Yeah, in this one. I ran onto the next compound, so.
In the side building, you mean? Or
No, they're off over here. Can you see me? They're behind
You're
me,
3,
basically.
right?
Yeah, I'm 3 dots. They're literally
I
in
see,
this
yeah.
compound now.
No
yeah.
traps, guys. No traps this stream anymore because they
Above
didn't
here.
really work
Oh, so
out.
they're underneath you.
No, up top
Okay.
here with me.
Oh, I see one. Yeah, I see one. Right there.
Oh, the other building. Cat, no.
He was definitely aware.
He was
of
under me.
or you.
Probably me, because I made a lot of noise coming in here.
One hit.
Probably heard you climbing the ladder or something. Where is he?
In the red gate building. Wait, I'll ping it in a sec here.
Went out the back. So
Underneath.
Guys,
There is. Yeah, that was the one.
the other
There's
one is
another
next to the
one
chicken coop.
out there.
In the back.
Yeah.
Running to the
Over
left
there,
here.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind those rocks. I think there's 2. Oh no, that was a grunt. Never mind.
See one. Got him
Dead.
dead.
Nice.
Right there. Another one behind the rock. Probably.
The rack the same way. I come push with you then.
So he's dead right there. That's not the guy
Yeah.
I saw. There's still one missing. There's a white
That was a
shirt
black.
somewhere.
Yeah, that was a black coat that died there.
Thought I saw like a white shirt guy earlier. Maybe I didn't.
Here's the one you killed.
Yeah.
But this is not a new time of day. It just looks different because the whole environment is very different colored. So it just feels very new. There's
I'm
only
sure
the same time
first
of
guy I
days.
shot at was a white shirt, black dude, something. I don't know. I don't know where he went. Or was it this guy?
Might have been that guy.
Maybe it was this guy.
He went.
Yeah.
He was hiding underneath. He dropped down and then was hiding underneath. And I
The guy I
popped
shot
in.
had dual wields. I'm pretty sure.
Dual wielding shotgun, maybe no.
This guy
Oh, wait.
only has
Oh,
one
that's you.
uppercut and
Okay.
shotgun.
Oh, you can go under here? That's cool. You love the autumn. Oh, look at this, guys. Chat. Oh my god. Isn't this just like
Okay.
amazing? This is so cool.
Let's continue then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Onward
dropped the line
to
set.
DeSalle.
We're close now.
Yeah.
We're going to the city, guys. Let's see.
Oh, I see a meathead there. It's like people went there.
Oh.
Could be. I don't know. Very suspicious.
Like I don't want to waste bullets to reload the Dodge, you know. But I mean, I
Yeah.
should. I heard a
Vance,
horse.
reload, will you? Will you reload? You've one bullet in that
I
dodge.
don't want to waste the one bullet. I hate wasting bullets,
You should though.
and it reloads pretty quick. So, like, I think I heard a horse like crying inside. By the way.
Oh,
Looks
I don't
gorgeous,
see
I agree.
anything. Oh, the
The
spiders
hive
here.
deserves a Dodge blood,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and is it white?
Nice. We get a boss fight in the saloon.
Another
That's right.
boss fight. Nice. Okay.
Oh,
But it's
that's
in the
good, though.
saloon.
What is it with
Hyped
us
for that
finding the
one.
bosses?
Yeah, yeah. What's with that, Tom?
Yeah. What's with that, Tom? I don't know.
I wonder.
And we are in the saloon building. Look at that, guys. Oh wow.
Tom just got a piece of paper beside his monitor. Boss in this map with this configuration after. Oh wow! This. Yes, that needed to happen. I'm gonna stick here if I can.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going out then.
No, I stuck. I missed her and
You're gonna overkill me somehow. You know. So how do you guys like the city? Lower DeSalle?
I'm gonna die, she shot
and you
me in
can
the
get
corner.
to upper DeSalle that way. It's so cool.
Oh, what?
It's a little bar. Oops. Wow. Oh, someone shot at me. No traps this time, right? Before
No
I
barrel traps. No, there's a bear trap on the saloon door. Oh, somebody walked in. Oh, it's emulator. Fuck. Oh, that's not good. Oh.
it's red.
Oh.
is it in that building?
Oh, we had the same idea.
Upstairs? What? Oh, yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, same. Cool. Yeah, that's... Hit. The plague doctor is hit with sparks.
One's on me. Oh shit. Oh,
There's
underground.
one hit.
Yeah, they're both here.
That's such an epic fight here. Wow.
Man, that was an awesome fight.
Ah, shite.
Oh no! Ouch.
Nice try.
Yeah, I couldn't really heal there. That was such a fun fight in this area, though. That's so cool.
It was.
Yeah, we should just go there again.
Yeah, just run straight
I'm sure
over
there's
there.
gonna be people regardless. Yeah.
I think everyone's probably got the same ideas. We want the fight in the town.
GG's to try.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I have to say that was just like incredible. That was such a fun fight, you know. Yeah, DeSalle is awesome, and I'm not biased.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not even remotely.
Oh, I just lost a star?
Did you?
Yeah?
I somehow haven't. So.
Well. Oh, I just lost a star. GG's. Even though there's no matchmaking. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah. But I mean, you guys can already tell that the map is like in a better state than Lost on Delta was when it came out. I feel like it's like pretty polished. Hey Final, that's not fair. My elo is just dropping. To be fair, I had very long days in the last day, guys, to prepare everything. That's why I...
You were not alone, but so
True.
you can't use that as an excuse, all right? Literally
True.
everybody here has been in the same position, so...
True.
Oh man, it's not fair.
Well, then
You
we
both
can all
have
use
cats
this
to
as an
show off
excuse.
on the stream. Like, you know, I don't have a cat yet.
Where's my cat? Smokey?
What's your cat's name? It's vitally important to the hunt community. They must know.
This guy here is Konrad.
Conrad. So German.
This is Theodor.
Oh, you have two, do you?
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't even see that one in the back. Yeah. Oh, I want cats.
Katzen.
And then Benza showing off his fluffy one.
Smokey, yeah.
Smokey.
Oh.
I always use syringe, guys. That's my
One's
thing.
headbutt.
By the way, I took like a normal load. Oh my god, this big land area here, so cool. So I took that early packs, not something crazy.
You know, I honestly, one thing that, even though it's been there for so long,
Cat time.
I just think it's so amazing how good our moon looks compared to the one in real life, you know?
I think I
mean-
heard that on Archie stream like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, the moon, yeah, that was a big thing
Yeah.
on RT streams. The moon is just incredible, and yeah.
Oh, here's the new
That's
what was it called?
Harvester, is it?
Harvest. No, it has Treasure. That's it.
Tractor, yeah. Okay.
Oh, this is the I don't know the name, but this is from the Halloween event, and also this.
Where do you guys want to go?
Why do we always spawn on the
Yeah.
west side?
I mean, we want to go back
I
to like
don't know.
upper,
No, let's
lower
go upper.
DeSalle, so-
Yeah, upper DeSalle.
Up at the star. All right.
Will the Halloween skin come back? We are not sure yet, but it's possible that it may come back another event. Black bone and boar shard. There you go. Thank you, Sarty.
You know what? I have to thank Usart because I was looking at in the thing and I'm like, where the hell is the backbone and the bone shard? Where did they come from? I couldn't remember because I haven't used them in so long, and now I just remembered. Thank you, Usart.
Yeah, they asked because I have the 2 skins and I couldn't know the name, so I was like, they are Halloween skins.
Just in relation to the recent question about the kill cam, look, kill cam is something that we would love to do, but there is so much work involved in a system like that, and right now we have a lot of other priorities that take precedence over a kill cam. Like I said, it's something we would love to do. We will look at it again later down the line, but right now there is currently no plan to introduce a kill cam, but we will see what we can do in the future.
But this is a compound where we haven't been either, the fishery, I think.
Didn't we have our first fight at the fishery?
Did we?
Yeah, we did too. Our first match was fishery.
It kind of shifted into the forest.
Yeah, I suppose we started the fishery, so.
Yeah, Tommy, your cat is just chilling in the background. Everyone loves it. Yeah, we actually had a fight.
It's just...
Damn it.
Wow.
For ref games, yes, we have considered custom lobbies, and similar to what I mentioned with the kill cam, it's a big feature that requires a lot of work and a lot of people to work on it. So something like that would end up taking away from the current priorities that we have. So again, similar to the kill cam, something that we're going to be looking at later down the line.
I couldn't see a single. Oh, never mind. I can see them. Was that you choking?
No. Was it you? Was it?
Oh, for the emulator, I see.
Yeah.
Ah, man, I'm going to die to a hellhound. Are you serious? Dennis, what did you do to the hellhounds?
I had you. Why I'm just coughing, but I was aiming there. Oh yeah, it's my point of view, chat.
Add machine gun into the game ASAP. No thanks.
Thank you, yeah, thank you for all the compliments for new map. I also really love it. And I can't wait for you guys to try it. And we arrived.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some noise, see if we can draw some people to us.
Nice.
Oh, you want to make noise? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's really nice to have the
Got
lamps are
something for that.
automatically on.
I love one thing I love
do you have
about
the auto?
Upper DeSalle.
Oh, it's
There's
sure,
one thing I
chaos
love
bomb.
about this section of the map
chaos.
is the amount of lanterns everywhere on the.
Did you shoot at me?
Big Dutch, maybe.
Sorry.
There's so many
Did you
lanterns in here.
shoot at me? Or did someone? Because I just had a
It's
bullet
just-
flying by my head.
I might have been me. I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't.
It might have been. I'm not sure. Kind of just shot all over the place. So
No.
it's a possibility that was me.
Nothing to deal with emulators.
What?
Our graphics settings are all max.
Conduit right here if anyone wants it. Uh-oh. Run, run, run.
Can you show where the treasury is, Tom? Like the safe.
The treasure? Ah, yeah. It's here.
Oh.
Oh, someone out here.
Can't
Someone
really
shooting.
do anything with it yet, but that's good. That's what we've been wanting, no?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Don't know where they are now. I think over here.
255. Yeah.
Oh no, up here. 240.
What?
Ow.
Ouch.
Is it two teams?
Possibly.
Yeah, making a
Nah,
lot
it's
of
just one team.
Sunberg. Can I res any of you, or where did you die?
No, I'm way out on the balcony. You're not gonna get me. Which was stupid, admittedly. Hey, you saw him in the window there. You were looking right
Really?
at him.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Oh,
right there. Nice.
it's very dark for me,
There
you
you
know?
go. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, get him. Shoot the barrel. Red barrel. Red barrel. On the right.
I don't even see. Oh.
It's a bad dog for you. Jeez.
They just call them
No,
because
he's
it's
just
very
blind.
dark. No, I have like a VA panel and it's like pretty dark outside. Are they downstairs?
No, just come up the stairs. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
That was very.
At least yeah, nicely done, dude. Are we all
Yeah,
dead?
such clutch, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, we
Oh, I
died
love the battery.
simultaneously, same time. Rick.
Oh, did we? Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Kind of like I know I keep saying it, and I know I'm sounding like a complete and utter fanboy, but I am so happy that DeSalle is now out and we're getting to show it off to everybody. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and I think I can speak for everybody when I say everybody on the team when I say that we're very happy to get this out there to all you guys now. And please jump on test server. I know it's a big download if you haven't done it already, but give it a try. It will be worth,
Oh, what
and
did
you'll help us in the process.
went to the reshuffle?
Yeah, for sure. It would be really good to get feedback. We're already tracking things like player movement, player kills, player deaths, and all that stuff to get a better read on the map. But yeah, nothing goes over just real feedback. And I mean, obviously get familiar with it, give it a go, give it a try.
Yeah, of course. We want you to go in and experience the map as well. You know, it's not just going in and getting kills and getting the bounty. We want you to go around and like just see it, experience it. Let us know if
Try
something.
different loadouts as well.
Yes, try different loadouts. Just mix it up. You know, I know we've given you enough money on the test server that it's easy to just mix it all up and do whatever you can do. So please get on the test server. Give us as much feedback as you possibly can. We really
Basically, also
appreciate
your chance. If you notice that certain loadouts don't work very well, like shotgun or whatever, also budget loadouts, because of whatever reasons, this is your chance to let us know about it before it goes live, right? So I would say don't only play sniper, don't only play shotgun. Try different stuff so
Yeah,
we can get it in the best possible shape.
Definitely. All feedback is good feedback. So by all means, send it our way. And you can do so, like we've said a few times, and I'm sure BD has said it when he's muted us a few times. Make sure to check us out on our social channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also have a TikTok as well, where Benta uploads some nice clips. from time to time. And and our Discord as well, the official Hunt Discord, Hunt Showdown, or discord.gg/Hunt Showdown. So these are all the places to keep an eye on everything. Almost guaranteed that as soon as we announce something, if you're following there, you're gonna see it. So guys, should we do?
Someone asked like the Discord test server discussion or reporting is perfect to leave feedback, I think. But
Yes,
also on the socials, as Rick said.
Socials is fine. Steam forums is fine. You know, Reddit is fine. We keep an eye on everywhere. So, you know, just get us that feedback. That's all we want.
More improvements to UI. We have planned new improvements indeed. Now we updated a bunch of the store, but there's even more updates to that later on. And we all have all new buttons everywhere right now, as you can see, and like these particles in the background as well. So it's already much better, I think, than it was on the previous update.
Oh, should we do one more game, folks?
Yeah,
I think
one or two, yeah. Depending how it goes. If we die, I'm instantly done too.
Yeah.
And yeah, after we are done on the stream, you guys make sure to download the test server and try it out for yourself as well. And maybe you'll even meet us playing probably all weekend.
Most likely, there is a very high chance of it. If you do, make sure you say hi.
Sorry, I didn't even pay attention to my traits. I can actually play something different.
Oh, I never do. That's too high level.
Oh, excuse me. It has been a long day. A very good day.
Yeah, well, I was so excited for this game. Like, I'm usually not nervous on dev streams or before dev streams, but this time I was actually a bit nervous because
it's
such a big,
such a big new thing, you know. I mean,
yeah.
it's but no, it's awesome. Today has been. It's been awesome. It's just I can't really describe it any other way. Just finally so happy to be able to get this out to everybody and actually be able to talk about it, because you know we've been teasing for so long and it's very hard to bite your tongue for that length of time. So it's great that we're able to actually show it and share it with you all now.
But it's really nice to see the very overwhelmingly positive feedback, I think, so far.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. We do really appreciate all of the feedback everyone has been giving us through the stream and everything. That does mean a lot. So I'm thinking, shall we run over to the plantation? We haven't been over there yet.
Oh yeah. Do that.
I have to take my vitamins before the game, as always. Rick, why don't you have any cats? Chad asks.
Why don't I have any cats? Well, I don't have any cats yet. Is the
that's a good answer.
I literally have only recently moved into a big enough place to be able to have any form of pet, and granted they don't allow dogs, so I am, yes, a cat is something I will be acquiring at some point in the very, very near future. I feel I need someone to supervise me while I'm working, and you know, I think a cat is probably the best option.
The cats are very helpful when you work. They even type for you sometimes.
Yeah. But no, I will at some point, yes, I will be getting a cat for sure. But then we can have a stream with cats and guitars.
Like all devs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty to see the leaves on the water.
Yeah.
Oh, I found the water devil too for the first time. So, Tom, did you say that you worked on the coal company here?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to show it off.
So all the compounds you're gonna go through now, I worked on.
So basically, the north of the map was you, huh?
Owner.
So the north of the map was you. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, when I asked the question earlier about which ones were you responsible for, I literally, as you started talking, that's when my internet dropped, so I missed everything you said. So,
Nice.
yeah.
There you go.
So on the test servers, you have the new map automatically, and on live,
Mm-hmm.
it will be probably included in the random rotation, but maybe we will have a separate contract for the beginning, but I can't tell you.
I don't believe we'll have a separate contract. It'll probably be most likely
In
put
the
into
beginning
rotation.
either?
Yeah, basically, we're not 100% sure yet. We'll have to wait and see what actually happens. But for sure, we can say it will be in the rotation. I imagine we'll probably have it with a bit of a higher percentage rate, an increased percentage rate for it to, or increased chance rate for it to be up the one up first. So when it comes to live, we'll let people know what happens when that. Right now, it hasn't been fully
perfect.
God, it's there.
again.
Perfect.
Okay. At least we didn't find it first this time.
What a surprise that always the compound we want to go to ends up being the boss lair.
True, that's so true.
3 devs playing and suddenly a boss appears in the right compound.
That is so sketchy. Oh my god. Wow.
Wow. Okay. So I just lost a burn.
Like burn.
Yep. Simulator.
Look how beautiful this whole area is though, like, I think it's just crazy. Okay, come here. Ooh. So the guys, you know the plantation is the big mansion-esque building where you have the fountain, blood
balcony.
fountain in front of it.
Can you ping?
Oh no.
Oh, the wrong thing. Up there.
Oh, wow. Dude just one tapped me.
Oh nice, does that.
Other.
Other on the bit to the left.
You can't rest. The other guy?
Ooh. You can res me though. Ouch. People are too good, guys.
Ooh, shit. Bro, oh, that's an explosive sniper. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
You're not the only one with traps. Ooh.
No. Ah, no. Oh, my God. Yeah, they immediately pushed me. Whew.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Panicking with slugs. Yeah, everybody's going overboard with loadouts.
Yeah, I
Why
got
not?
dodged
Oh my
too.
Why the hell not?
Why the hell not? Yeah, that's true.
RIP. I think we should play one more where, like, a bit
Man,
longer and
we're
then just...
nearly hitting 4 hours, so I think.
I did not pay attention to the chat.
Yeah.
You just peek the same angle, I know. Because I could barely see him and try to kill him, sorry. So do we play one more or
I'd say let's finish it up at that. We've shown off a lot of the map and
Okay.
we've talked through a lot. We should let people get back into it. Let them get a chance to go and try it out for themselves.
Yeah, so it's actually nice if you guys try out the Dolce on the test server in this case. We actually would like you to because it's been nerfed a lot, so It's not a bad thing to try it out.
Definitely.
And then I guess with that we conclude the dev stream. It was really fun, both the dev part and the gameplay. It died a lot.
It was good fun. Yeah, Tom, thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate it, and thank you for going through and talking about everything you guys and the environment guys have done with the map. Really, genuinely, we really appreciate it. So thank you very much, dude.
Yeah, sure. It was my pleasure. It was fun.
Yeah, I hope you guys also enjoyed it in the chat, and then thank you, Rick, as well, for joining for the gameplay and answering all the questions.
Anytime, happy to help.
And yeah, with that, we're gonna go offline now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We know it was probably the longest stream we ever had on this channel.
It's pretty damn close to it, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you for stopping by. Please let us know how you like the new map. Go on the test server, play with us, against us. And yeah, see you next time. Have a great weekend, and hope you guys will enjoy everything in 1.6. Bye-bye.
Take it easy, folks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we go and slowly rise. Hold the course, the storm, the eye. Dock the boat, batten the sails. Waves are strong, clouds roll in. Steady on. Load your gun, steady on, and we'll come. The sky is red, I see the face of the one who'll take my place. I say a prayer and close my eyes. Gun, steady on, and we'll come. Steady on, load your gun. Steady on, and we'll come. Steady on, load your gun. Steady on, and we'll come. Steady on, load your gun. Steady on, and we'll come. The seeds we sow, the fruit we reap. Tide of death is rising. Ain't no grave can hold me down. One foot in hell, on sacred ground. Steady on, and we'll come. Steady on, and we'll come. Oh, steady on, and we'll come. Oh, steady on. Steady on, and we'll come. Steady on, and we'll come. Oh, steady on, and we'll come. Oh, steady on, and we'll come. The tale is told, my fate is writ. I die, I weep, it starts again.